All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another ScamChedda TV House of Consciousness production. You already know what it is. This is your brother ScamChedda. I am your host, and I'm bringing in another heavy hitter. You brothers and sisters better be ready. When we build this wall, this comedic wall, oh my God, ain't nothing stopping. We bringing in another young brother. He's a scholar. You one leave, 5 more come in. Reggie leave, 5 more come in. You know what I'm saying? Garfield leaves and turn his back on Kemet, 10 more come in. We already got Chris Harris. We bringing in another brother who is awesome, who is powerful. I would say I don't know, between him and Jabari, I would say they probably right here until I see the brother's work and ethic, and if he can handle the ring, getting in, or the battlefield, or whatever, anybody that come at him, if he can deal with that pressure, I think he can, because he's Kemet. And so without any further ado, I bring to you my brother, Shaka, in the building. What's up, Shaka? He runs the channel of Ma'at Forever. So if y'all are aware of that, make sure you go and subscribe to Ma'at Forever channel. Go over there and show some love for our brother. Peace and black power to you. Hotep. Shaka, what's happening, man? Unmute yourself.
Hotep Sen-E ScamChedda.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation. I just want to greet the people as I usually do. Hotep Senu, Hena Senut, Iti, Ren Isha Kandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. Bonjour, Sak Passe, Mbote, all that good stuff.
Damn, don't y'all hear that? Don't that sound beautiful to your ears, man, right there? Just to hear him go in on that. I know he's dealing with knowledge, man.
Have you ever met Theophilo Benga?
No, I've seen him. I've seen him, but I'm not acquainted with him.
Well, you seen him on YouTube?
But brother, you like to say I know him and him. In 30 years, you don't have a book, you don't have a website, you don't have a platform. You have to go on other people's platforms. So you can talk all you want that you are acquainted with.
Well,
whoever. It doesn't hold any bearing with your scholarship.
Listen, I think everybody knows my work. You're just being introduced. Okay?
What is your work? You've been carrying their suitcases. You went errand and bought them drinks and coffee and tea. Everybody can do that. That's why I nickname you Butler.
So ScamChedda, ScamChedda, so you allow this person to talk about, I carry ScamChedda's bags and suitcases.
So you are Butler for ScamChedda as well. It's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
and ScamChedda called you the B word. You did not object. You don't have any bad words.
You know.
The Semitic Allah burning down tells us was a black God represented by a black bull whose hide denoted his black skin.
Here's the picture that he showed on the screen. It's a deity El, the god El. Pay attention to the crown or the headdress, if you will. This is a picture from the front of the same statue, a little closer and a little bit from the side here. Now this headdress is actually the Atef crown. If you go on Webster's online dictionary, that's what it says. Atef is the specific feathered white crown of the Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the head jet, the crown of Upper Egypt, with red ostrich feather for the Osiris cult. The Atef crown identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian painting. If you go to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster, it says Atef, hold on, a tall crown with a long feather on each side, shown in the art of ancient Upper Egypt as worn by Osiris. Okay? Here you can see Osar or Osiris with the Atef crown. This is from the papyrus of Nebket. It's actually in the Louvre Museum, and you can see me filming that papyrus on the video entitled Reality Check. Why black people ain't going nowhere, but you might as well put Afro Style Reality Check, it's gonna come up. And in here, it's also from the Louvre Museum. You have Osiris in the middle with the Atef crown, and the description for it, if you go on the website of the Louvre Museum and you type Royal and Divine Triad, you can do a search and you will see they mention that he is actually wearing the Atef crown. Now finally, you can compare the crowns. Okay, first you have the god of the Arabs Negroes, which first is El, but somehow some way becomes Allah, but that's up to y'all, that's up to the doctor. And then you have the one that I showed you, Osiris. Then again, from the front, compared with another statue of Osiris, and then finally the same statue from another angle.
Biblical King's Seal discovered in dump site. This is the royal seal of the King Hezekiah, and here we have an Ankh. And finally, last but not least, you need to see it to believe it. The God of the Bible, El, slept in his own dung and urine. This is Ugaritic Narrative Poetry, page 195. And we also have this book here, the Masria in the Prophetic Literature, where it clearly says that El floundered in his own feces and urine.
Hotep Senu Hena Senut Tiren Ishakandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Apology to Qanat, Outside the Cube, and an Olive Branch to Sister Freedom and Napa Shada. Let me check the sound. Hold on. Yeah, it sounds good. That's beautiful. We already have our brother V Bennett. How you doing, brother?
Hotep Shaka. I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Just enjoying the day.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So indeed, you have to recognize when you're wrong. And yesterday, I was wrong. I made a mistake. And I'm glad that, you know, the brother outside the cube allowed me to get on his panel afterwards to just state it. You know what I'm saying? And Quina, I already told him that I'm sorry, but I figured, you know, I might as well, you know, put that I apologize to him as well, because unfortunately, I used some words towards him, you know, and I know I've used it on other panels as well, at least another one, you know, the sister Queenstone. I think I used a similar term. So maybe when I went on Killer B, the witch finder, maybe I used this term as well. So I'm like, man, it's not a good look, because we spoke. He didn't have to come on my platform. He came in, he was in the chat. I invited him to come over. And at one point he told me, you know, I never called you any names. And I was like, yeah, you know what, that's true, man. And he didn't have to come. You know what I'm saying? He could have went with those people who don't like me and you know, do his thing with them. So Konat is against child molesters. He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's against child molesters, whether they are Hebrew Israelites or not. You know what I'm saying? And now let me just show you first. So I'm going to share the screen. What is it? It's that one there. So that's his channel here, outside the cube. Well, I need to refresh because sometimes it does that. It still shows your profile picture, but there it is. You see, And that's his last stream. I went on yesterday, and I think that's funny. You know, I ain't tripping on that. You know, I said some things about him, so he went and do a live stream and did this thing. You know what I'm saying? He's creative. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but um maybe I can play when I went on the panel and told him, you know, hey, I was wrong, man. I'm sorry, man. It's towards the end. Hold on. Oh, maybe that was before. Hold on, where is it? It's probably towards the end. Looking for it now. Oh yeah, Young Hero went over there. They were chopping it up, but you know I was doing my live stream, so I couldn't hear. There it is. That's when I came on. All right, so I might as well share the link to that video actually. So share the link. I will end the link. I really don't know what it's all about. You know, I hope he's not defending, you know, those child molesters like a few people do. I don't think he does, to be honest. That's my number one issue. People who defend rapists and child molesters, you know, like Sanada, for example. Sanada's been doing that for a long time. So I'm going to mute my mic and play.
Just 1 second, please, if you don't mind, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I realized that after I thought you were going at me, but
Well, you can hear me, but he did not do like the screen sharing thing where we see everybody, but he would do that after.
Hey, it's cool. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you see the way how I operate online, I'm not a very thin-skinned person. Like I'm not a thin-skinned person at all, brother. At all.
yeah, and hold on, I don't know where the sound is coming from. Oh, the sound is coming from here. Oh, I don't even know, but hold on. Oh, I had the page. That's why. Okay, hold on.
I'm cool with that shit too. Like I'm 100% cool with that too, bro. This is really all good for real. Let me see. Let me drop the link real quick. 20 minutes. You go to the link right there. This wasn't no show for niggas to come. Yes. Okay. Let me add me to the stream first.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro. My bad. I realized. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, there's a delay because I'm streaming now. I'm sorry. I realized later that you were quoting, and I admit I was wrong.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Oh,
And
actually,
what happened?
oh, this,
But let me say this while you trying to figure out what you figuring out. I was the nigga that was saying to stop blocking y'all because I seen y'all in there getting blocked. That's why I was like, yo, let the hate fuel you because these niggas is going at y'all. Y'all wasn't going at me. Y'all wasn't going at me at that point. So I'm telling niggas like, man, stop blocking and let the niggas get it in. Cause I don't block niggas on my channel. I let niggas go in, say what the fuck you want to say. Now, if you getting like crazy personal, you know, talking about kids and stuff like that, okay, yeah, get that nigga up out of here. But if you want to call me ugly, crazy, or I don't know shit, stay. Stay. It's cool. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you see the way how I operate online, I'm not a very thin-skinned person. Like I'm not a thin-skinned person at all, brother. At all.
yeah, and hold on. I don't know where the sound is coming from. Oh, the sound is coming from here. Oh, I don't even know, but hold on. Oh, I had the page. That's why. Okay, hold on. Just 1 second, please. Just 1 second, please, if you don't mind, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I realized that after I thought you were going at me, but yeah, I just hold on. Yeah, I just want to say that on some real stuff, you know, I was wrong, you know, so I'm sorry, man. You know.
Yeah, man. That's cool, and I appreciate
All
it.
right.
That's why I let off with the show and just said, you know, I apologize if I hurt your feelings or if I said something that, because I didn't know really what I said, but I know I fuck with niggas in the chat no matter who they are.
And you know, actually, one of the messages that made me go to the stream on JJ's platform to check is that in my chat, at one point he wrote, you know, I'm paraphrasing, like, you know, what's the situation, like, you know what, and I'm like, why is he asking me that? The dude has been going on me saying all kind of stuff. Several people said all kind of stuff, but he didn't do. He just made a quote. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like he goes the N-word from France or something like that, which is what ScamChedda is known for saying. And so yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong when he said that. I was like, let me double check, because I was gonna put that up. You know how I usually do. I always back up what I say. You know, and then I realized, no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm up. Yeah. Well, actually, it's midday. You know, it's like 15, quarter past 12 o'clock lunchtime. You know, how you doing, young hero? And you know, that's some grown man tip. You know what I'm saying? I love that. You know what I'm saying? And even if he would have went in on me, I'm talking about outside the cube, I would have had to take it, because I'm the one who, quote unquote, drew first blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one, you know, and I appreciate that he let me on his panel, you know. And also there's a comment he left, you see. I almost forgot to share that. But here you see he pinned it, you see. He wrote, we squashed it, and I appreciate the brother for allowing us to move and handle it like adult black men. And then he wrote, thanks, Shaka. Now my name is only 1K, but it's okay. It's all right. And then I replied, you see, 34 minutes ago, before I did the live stream. Then I thought, hey, I might as well do a live stream altogether, you know. So it's there for the record, because I'm not mighty, like I can't apologize or can't say sorry or can't say I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And before in the past, I said really in the past I was more wrong, maybe about some things regarding information. But whether it's the information or what you said about somebody, hey, it's not wrong. It's not like the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not shameful to admit that you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I was wrong. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote, you know, thank you. I was wrong, and I'm glad you let me reach out to you. It was I meant to write my fault, but I'm gonna correct that.
It was mommy's fault.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was my mama's fault. It reminds me, you know, in Jamaica they say "muma." Well, I was told, you know, so it was my fault, and I apologize to you. You see. Now, one funny thing. Oh, what's going on? Okay. All right. One funny thing is, okay, young hero is not bad. That's great. That's great. So there's this person, African Science. I wonder if it was him, because last time I was wondering if it's the other person. When I asked, isn't it that person who said that Mukasa Africa Ma'ad is not doesn't have a PhD? Like somebody said, no, he's not a PhD. He doesn't have a PhD. He has a doctorate degree. Like there's a difference between the two. But anyway, African Science, he used to be there every now and then. I think something happened. Well, I can double check. If he's blocked, if I blocked him, then it means something happened. So let me see. Yeah, he's blocked. So maybe it was him, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it was about something else. But he used to be on my platform for a long time. And if you want to come, I mean, in the chat, you know, in the comments, but you know, if African Science, if you want, but anyway, let me read it. He wrote, Shaka is going for the record for longest streak of revenge videos for losing at a weigh-in. That's my opinion. And it's fine, you're entitled to your opinion. So this is my reply to him. I wrote, everything to show, and that's only 38 minutes ago. Is it showing well here? Well, yeah, I guess if you have a mobile phone, make sure you put it on the side, you know, horizontal view, full screen. So I wrote, I tagged him and I wrote, feel free to get on the panel so we can talk about this. I don't mind losing, but I do take issue at ScamChedda defending a convicted Okay, a convicted child molester, you know, because it says a convicted child molester. It's a typo. While accusing me of gossiping, I take issue at Zayak lying to everybody. And, you know, I'm going to correct it. That's too many typos. Hold on. Hold on. You do that real time. You know how it is when you use a mobile phone. It's not the same. Damn, that computer is slow, man. I need some donation. I need some cash outs to get a new computer so I can share the information, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Usually I have another computer. That one, you know, that one went to some rough time, you know. But okay, so I do for a child molester, a convicted child molester. They should say like to read about saying. Hold on. Yeah, there is. I need to remove that. Me. See, even when there's many typos actually. It's a good thing that I decided to correct it. Oh, no, it's okay. Now I'm gonna be creative. Oh, okay, I'm gonna damage my car. It's a she. Yeah, there it is. All right. This is new actually, but I guess this is something recent. Okay, so let me make sure. All right, how does it? Okay, great. But let me start over. I told him at African Science, feel free to get on the panel so we can talk about this. I don't mind losing, but I do take issue at ScamChedda defending a convicted child molester while accusing me of gossiping. I take issue at Zayak lying to everybody by saying that the ISUPK rapper King Ta is innocent when he is on tape saying he was found guilty of child molestation, that is, and there was a guilty verdict. Besides, it was me against Biach ScamChedda who couldn't keep his bitch-ass mouth shut and let us build. You either don't peep game or you don't know about ISUPK's convicted child molester and the quote-unquote mighty Hebrew being convicted for statutory rape and rape category C. You see? So
Yeah, it's like it's
go ahead,
almost like he missed all. It's almost like his only issue, the only thing he can hear in his mind, if he's listening to any of the dialogue, if he's listening to anything you said, right? He said he watched your quote unquote revenge videos, but did he listen to what you've been saying? And the only thing it seems like he can hear is what was said from the other perspective, which is you lost the way in. I mean, okay. Anyway, that's what I don't get. That's the part I don't get. It's like you have to do a whole lot of selective listening to have the perspective that he has, which makes it sound like an echo chamber. I would just say just one thing: you lost the way in.
Yeah.
That's their point. And so they saying you lost the way in. So that's everything that comes after that. That's what you're talking about. But we already made it clear you was talking about the child molestation and the Pan-African rape before that, even before that. And that's what you've been talking about the whole time. So it's like you really, I don't know, either he's just a very really deep into selective listening, or he just don't want to hear that point that you have. But how could you miss it? Because it's loaded in all the videos. That's the topic of the video, so
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah, and I agree with you. But sometimes they don't watch the video. They don't listen to them. Like I don't really listen to ScamChedda. Sometimes I may scroll through his videos. But indeed, some videos have child molested, rape, and stuff like that. So I would expect that they at least check it out to see what was said. Because for example, here, Young Hero wrote, you don't have to explain to them. They know what's going on. They don't care about the issues. And some of them, indeed, because some people, and I'm not accusing anybody right now, some people have raped in the past, or they have friends or family members who have raped either women or children, and they don't like people talking about this stuff. So they will focus on you lost, you're doing it out of revenge. But let's say I lost and I'm doing this out of revenge. Indeed, I'm still talking about child molestation. So are you going to say, well, this guy is talking about, child molestations and people who are convicted for rape, but he's doing that out of revenge. So that invalidates the
Right.
people being raped and being convicted. But if you Bennett, I want to show you, because we spoke about it out of the air, but I shared this yesterday, because ScamChedda has been saying, oh, why is he not talking about the child molestation in front of all these weak talking points? So for those, because yesterday's live stream is long, it was 7 hours long. So here you have the link there, right? See that? It's in the chat, so you can click on it. Now, the first thing here, this is me, the issues that I have with the Pan-Africans. Because I said for years that they've been defending rapists and pedophiles, you know what I'm saying? So the first thing here says pedophilia. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Indeed. No, go ahead. I'm listening. Indeed.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even share it. All right. It's a good thing you spoke, because okay, there it is. So the first link here, it says pedophilia, silence of Pan-Africans. You have a link. Now it's going to be in French, but there's one article that I will use the option to translate the page so you can see. So that's one.
Oh, you know what? I could read it. Pedophilia. That's pedophilia. Silence. Yeah. That's silence. Yes. Des is the, and Pan-Africans is Pan-Africans.
Exactly.
They can read this.
Of Pan-Africans. You see. Now, I even talk about those who are jihadists. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Here, Pan-African rape. You see, and that's the one here. So if I click, it's going to open in a new page. But before I click on that one, you have here pedophilia and pedophilia, violeur means rapist. So pedophiles and rapists equals Pan-African family. Look at the date, 2013. We are in 2023. I've been talking about this for a decade, man. At least a decade. Here, rape, we don't care. We don't care, question mark. Because somebody said 2020 anyway, you have the link, but that's in French. Here you have rape. Part 1, part 2, part 3. This is the leader of a Pan-African organization who was convicted of rape and went to prison for that. And at that, it was rape against a disabled person, like mentally disabled person, man. You know what I'm saying?
And what country? And in what country was that you're talking about?
In France.
Oh, the country you in. That's the country you in. You talking about that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and those guys, man. But anyway, the article here is opening in a new page, but and I'm gonna put it in the chat as well. I hope they're gonna say you need to pay. So here, and I hope I have the tool to translate. I think I have it, but let me put the link in the chat. All right. Now, and those are gangsters, those are gangsters. Those are not like Hebrews or like black Christians, those are gangs. This is a gang. It's a gang, a known gang. You know what I'm saying? Many people are scared to talk about it because this is a gang. They brag about one point they were 800, and that's when they started. They had children. They have nephews and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now some of them,
they don't know about France. They don't know about Paris. And they don't want to know. They don't want to know. That's the crazy part about it. It's like they don't even want to know if you've been talking about it. They don't even want to know if you've been confronting any of them. They don't even want to know if you've been in some physical altercations with any of them. You see what I mean?
I talked about it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was attacked. 2 against me. I had my own, man. They were witnesses, man. They don't even know, man. It's really. Oh, hold on. Translate this page. It's real serious with me, man. Now, I have the extension, but I wanted to translate. So, Google Translate this page. It doesn't seem to. Oh, there it is. The language here, and I'm going to put English. There it is. So here, let's go through it together. The title. Young Hero wrote, they don't even want to know what's going on in their own backyard. Yeah, but they want to know what's going on in so
Exactly.
He says the tour took place in a basement at La Défense. Now, La Défense is a business center. Some of you may have seen some pictures of Paris with some buildings looking like kind of New York or big major cities. It's not exactly in Paris. It's like within 3 cities that is on the outskirts of Paris, but we usually say Paris, La Défense. It's just like the airport, Charles de Gaulle. They say Paris, Charles de Gaulle is not actually in Paris. It's like kind of the outskirts of Paris.
It's the metropolitan.
Yeah, and it's even let's say metropolitan, because it's not even like really outskirts of Paris. It's kind of but anyway, it's not too far. But anyway, that being said, it says the tour took place in a basement at La Défense. Now, it says the tour because the French word is tournante. Tournante is basically turning. It's like an expression that we use in French. You can never translate everything word for word, but it means like when a chick gets basically passed around, you know. So it's like a gangbang, you know. That term can be used if a woman is willing.
A train ride.
Yeah, there you go. A choo-choo, a train. Yeah, you see a train. So like if maybe I translate an English article, or let's say an American article, into French, then in French they would say the train, and people would be like, what's a train? Not everybody know what a train means, you know what I'm saying, when it's the slang. So
now look, if Sonetta went out and took it straight to Bambaataa, you think he would keep going straight, or do you think he would shut up suddenly, shut his mouth?
Well, I don't know, but I think we shut his mouth. I mean, he was talking about it and he stopped, you know, and he went at Hassan Campbell. So probably, maybe he will see some phone calls. Maybe he was threatened.
Allegedly,
you know, I'm not accusing. I said it's a possibility. Just like he said when he was asked with his cousin, apparently his cousin, 10 Toes Down in the car, and we played it. 10 Toes Down asked him, do you think Polite is guilty? ScamChedda answered, and I'm talking about Sonetta when I say ScamChedda. I should say ScamChedda, really. I should be careful with the word nature. But anyway, Sonetta answered, there's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he didn't outright say that's what happened. But anyway, Young Hero wrote, you know, they will shut down his channel ASAP. I don't think they could shut down his channel. I don't think so. But anyway, some women are willing participant to have a train ran on them. But in French, when they use that term, it can also mean a woman who was not willing. So basically, it's a gang rape. So let's continue. That's just a title, you know. Now, that's the name of the newspaper. We call it Le Parisien, which could be translated as the Parisian, like the New Yorker, for example, you know. Suit, dark, small. Now, I warn you, because it's a Google translation, some things may be off, but I will try to correct the best way I can. Glasses, meaning sunglasses, or maybe not. It could be just normal glasses. It's hard to imagine that the 2 young people who appeared yesterday before the 20th correctional chamber of Nanterre, that is a tribunal, that is a court, could in the recent past be part of the Black Dragon Jr., Black Dragon Jr. You had the original Black Dragon. That's a gang of black people, even though they had one or two, a few white dudes, Berber, Arab dudes, but initially it was for black people only. And for that gang started in America, in Florida. The leader was a Haitian. He sent his son to France because of the neo-Nazis and skinhead, so he could train young people in order to fight against them. They did have fight against neo-Nazis and skinhead. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't take that away from them. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, probably they were, you know, outnumbering them, and probably they were doing that to steal their jackets or whatever, stuff like that. But they did that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you had the Black Dragons and you had Black Dragon Jr., you know, that's basically like the younger generation. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, okay. So, BDJ, or in French, BDJ, that's the acronym. Well known a few years ago on La Défense Lab for their violence and their internal settling of accounts with those of Argenteuil. Argenteuil is another city in France. So, you know, they've been beefing people over there. Difficult to imagine that Judicael, Filomeno, and their co-defendant, who was absent from the hearing, Christian, witnessed without saying a word the gang rape in 1996 of a 19-year-old girl, Amélie, perpetrated by a dozen members of the Black Dragons in a sordid airlock of a basement, okay, just in a basement of the business district. So you heard, the lady was gang raped by 12 dudes. 12 dudes. The suits have replaced jackets. However, after the trial of 9 of the actors of the gang rape before the court for minors last June, the last 3 protagonists, passive spectators of Amelie's ordeal, appeared yesterday for non-assistance to a person in danger. That is something that you can be charged of in France. If somebody is being attacked and you don't assist the person, then you can be charged for that. Now, that doesn't mean that if 2 people fight, you know, you're going to be charged. But if it is really danger, the life can be endangered, and you could have intervened. It's not like the guy had an AK or machete. You know what I'm saying? You can be charged for that. But usually, they will charge you with that if you are with the people who commit the assault and you don't do anything. You know, usually that's how they do it. So 3 people were just watching, you know. So maybe in the conscious community, you have some people who were watching women being raped, and they're like, oh, I never raped anybody. You know, of course you didn't rape, but damn, man, your homies are raping a girl, you ain't doing anything, you ain't saying anything. But anyway, let's continue. It's not going to be long, you know. But time passed. The suits have replaced the jacket, and the former Black Dragons dude, 2 days, they are fathers of families. And the memory of the actors of Amelie's rape gives away somewhat. However, the horror of this day of October 6, 1996 does not catch up the debates. That day, Amélie, who was waiting for her train at La Défense station, was drawn in the basement by a young man, a man named Roby, under a false pretext. But at the level 3 from this is the name of a shopping center, Quatre Temps. The car park of that shopping center, the trap closes on the young girl. So there was a cramped room, well known to these gangsters, and for good reason. This is where the gang got into the habit of turning the girls around. You see what I told you about the choo-choo? The habit, those guys had a habit. They had a reputation for doing that to the girls.
And you know what? You know what, Shaka? Yeah, the reality is that this type of situation is like, it goes on. It also go on in DK, man. People be talking about it. And it's actually not so easy for these girls to testify, because if you're the only one, if you're a girl who was who got lured into that place by one dude, and all of a sudden you end up in a place with like 12 dudes and you're the only witness. You see? So just so people know, it's like it's not even easy for the victims to speak up and get anything done, even in the legal system at all. So it's going on a lot more than what's even prosecuted. But here's the thing: they said what? They said you didn't say nothing about it. You didn't have no altercations with none of these people about anything.
Yes,
And
that's what I was talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, people would attack you and whatever. I'm saying, I talked about it. Even before I was a guest on South's platform for the first time, I was physically attacked, man. 2 against 1. I had my own. There were many witnesses, man. I didn't back down. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
But they still stuck in their own bubble. For them, when they hear you talking, it doesn't even strike any interest because they just think, oh, somebody said this. Oh, no need to look into it. No need to ask anything. No need to inquire more about it. They wasn't even inquiring about it, even though you were talking about it. You see what I'm saying? And then they want to come back and say, how come you don't talk about it?
oh man. And they could just ask the question instead of stating, well, this guy's not worried about what's going on in France and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Same with the Pan-Africans. I've been criticizing the French-speaking Pan-Africans, not just French Pan-Africans, but
But you
French-speaking.
know what, Shaka?
Yeah, go ahead,
They
brother.
used to talking down to their own people. So they really, when they say this stuff, all those messages they sending it out to Afro Americans, African Americans, Black Americans, Caribbean Americans, all those Americans that are listening to them. That's who they're sending that lame excuse out to, because they expect y'all to believe it. They expect y'all to live in a bubble too.
And I'm glad you said that, brother Vibene, because recently there was some situation with Burna Boy. Burna Boy is very famous. His song Last, he sampled Tony Braxton. That song was playing damn near everywhere. I even have a video of my daughter. We don't see her face. I don't mind showing her face like on a video or picture. Sometimes people can see her when I'm not streaming, but I try not to show her too much because okay, I could explain why. But anyway, I'm not hiding her, but there's a video of her on my shorts where she sings the song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's trying to sing it. She's only 3. So he's very famous. He's an international superstar. And Tariq Nasheed spoke on him, and it appears, now I didn't even watch this stuff, but it appears that he was saying, we should unite, you know what I'm saying? You are Africans at the end of the day, but those FBA guys, they be tripping and stuff. So now around the world, now I saw some articles in French, and they talk about FBAs, Foundational Black Americans. So now outside of America, those guys are being famous for being xenophobic, and it's a bad look, I'm telling you. But anyway, let me finish with this one here. So the girl Amelie, and for the record, they put a how do you call it again? Okay, let's say a star. When they put her name first, you see, and at the bottom they would say name change, for they changed the name, the girl's name. They didn't put the real first name of the girl, for obvious reasons. So this is also the place where Amelie was raped by a dozen young people who took turns under the eyes, and I want to make sure it's sharing. Yes, under the eyes, or let's say in front of Judy Kael, Christian, and Philomeno. Stubborn, the later, that's Philomeno, discards. At the time, he lets go a little delusional. Okay, at the time, hold on. Yeah, that's a bad translation. I thought that the intercourse was willingful. Basically, he thought that the girl was willing. And he added, she wasn't screaming. She wasn't struggling. Can you imagine the fear when you have 12 dudes, taking advantage of a girl? You know what I'm saying? The girl may be panic-stricken. She may be scared that if she's struggling, then she will be beaten. It's bad enough to get raped. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. I don't know what happened here with the. For strange reason, you know what? I'm gonna translate from. They're gonna say, oh, he removed the English, so he wanted to put his own spin on it. But as you can see, it turned into the French for strange reason. So let me just translate it again. Translate this page. There it is. So she wasn't struggling. And these remarks made the judge jump, because it's the kind of show you're used to see in the basement of that place, La Défense. The defendant lowers his head and he said, yes, he finally agrees. I should have intervened. Now, me, his co-defendant, intervenes. I didn't feel the danger. And it was none of my business. You remember Farrakhan?
How many times they say that? How many times they say that on their platform?
Business. Yeah. You remember Farrakhan saying, you know what I'm saying? And frankly,
And whose business is it of yours?
And
he was our brother.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play.
But no, they say it on Sarnetta's platform about all this stuff all the time. It's not my business. That's why I ain't say nothing. It's not my business.
Yeah. Greetings to you, Sister Andrea Brunet. Now hold on. I hope I still have it. There it is. Let's listen to it. Less than 2 minutes long. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Elijah Muhammad enough that if you attack him, I will kill you. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I'm not a killer, but neither are you. But if somebody attack what you love, each one of you in here would become a killer instantaneously. Am I lying? Mother, let somebody look like they're attacking your child. Here's a woman who fought a bear because the bear snatched her baby. And she ran the bear down, screaming until the bear dropped her baby. Love casts out fear. We don't give a damn about no white man law when you attack what we love. And frankly, it ain't none of your business. What have you got to say about it? Did you teach Malcolm? Did you make Malcolm? Did you clean up Malcolm? Did you put Malcolm out before the world? Was Malcolm your traitor or was he ours? And if we dealt with him like a nation deals with a traitor, what the hell business is it of yours? You just shut your mouth and stay out of it.
So
that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, Louis Farrakhan, national representative of Elijah Muhammad, but is known as a leader of the Nation of Islam, has clearly stated regarding Malcolm X's assassination, and frankly, it ain't none of your business. What do you have to say about it? Did you teach Malcolm? Did you clean up Malcolm? Did you put Malcolm out before the world? Was Malcolm your traitor or was he ours? And if we dealt with him like a nation deals with a traitor, what the hell business is it of yours? You just shut your mouth and stay out of it. None of my business. Now, that being said, Ahmedi, meanwhile, did not have the courage to come to the hearing. The humiliations, the guilt endured by the young girl during the 6 years of instruction. It took, in France, it's extremely slow. It took 6 years for the court date, for the trial. And the 7 days that the trial lasted got the best of her. Explains her lawyer, her counsel, meaning her lawyer. So can you imagine even the knowing that you're going to go to trial and face those people who again raped the girl, and it lasts for 7 days, you know? broken young girl is
7
raped.
years.
I'm sorry, 7 days. The trial lasted for 7 days.
Oh, right. Yeah, she had to
But
do it for 7 days. Yeah.
but after she filed the complaint, the investigation, all of the proceedings until the trial lasted for 6 years. You see here it says 6 years of instruction. I think I made a mistake, but the 7 days of the trial.
Right. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
I mean, the 7 days of the trial lasted for got the best of her. So but on the bench of the civil parties, basically the people who are accused or charged, Amelie's mother and her stepfather, who have assisted her tirelessly for more than 7 years, took place, collapsed without a word. They listened to the court sentence the 3 defendants to 6 months in prison. They got 6 months prison time, man.
That's horrible.
And check this out. The court
They destroyed her life, man.
Yeah, the court for minors sentenced to 5-year sentences, part of which is suspended. The other 9 protagonists of the revolving. Okay, I don't know exactly what they meant by revolving. Court for minors. Those guys were adults during the trial, but they committed the stuff when they were underage. So they were charged as underage people, not as adults. Because some people say, oh, they're waiting for the dude to be 18 years old, then they charge you. Yeah, whatever. And once again, if he was 17, I heard in New York, at 17, a person, is considered an adult. But anyway, we can double check that. But regardless, the 2 years difference, that would be the statutory. There is rape, and they keep on trying to avoid that. Now, only 3 of the 12 guys have apologized to the girl. And here they're telling you the first name of the victim has been changed. So I'm done with this. That shuts their mouth. It's a nice try of them.
And what was not their business? What was none of their business also? The demonstration yesterday at City Hall was also none of whose business? Who didn't promote it? You ain't seen no promotion.
Oh, you mean the protest?
Yeah, that was none of Sarnetta's business. He ain't promoted. He didn't tell people to go down there.
Well, but hold on, check this out though. Now let's do this here. See, I see how the search here. Look at this here. That's ScamChedda's platform 6 years ago. That video had 131,000 views. So I guess, it was cool then. Exclusive interview. Did Africa Bambaataa molest Ronald Savage? This is Tazariak here. Now,
it was their business then.
This guy is, I think it's called Herman Smalls. Yeah, he says his name, Herman Smalls. Somebody asked a question to the mayor of New York. And I think the name was well, you know what? I have it on my community timeline. So I'm going to do this. Going to go to my community timeline. And we should see. Hold on. There it is. And you see the title of the video? Herman Smalls questions Mayor Adams about child victims in Bronx River. So some people can have the same name, but maybe it is him. Now let's go back.
Okay, that would be good.
Yeah. Now here, let's go back to this. So there he was, ScamChedda's business. Now 9 years ago, 3 years before the Bambaataa scandal, we have ScamChedda covering Africa Bambaataa's 40th anniversary Pioneers of Hip Hop. So that last 15 minutes, we can see Ice-T here, and I'm sure over there we're going to see many people. So here, Black News 102 press conference part 2, Africa Bambaataa child molestation, 99,000 views. Here we have Africa Bambaataa former bodyguard. I guess he meant to write bodyguard, but we know his skills in writing. Says the record straight. Here we have Dr. Ali Muhammad take on the Africa Bambaataa molestation. He wasn't gossiping then, was it? He wasn't slandering.
Where were any of those people? Did any of those people go to the demonstration? It's about the same thing. Bambaataa.
No. And here we have who? Butler Reggie with Ali Muhammad. See here, he put Dr. Ali Muhammad. The dude is not a doctor. He showed a fake PhD. Update on Africa Bambaataa. Look at Reggie here, looking down. Reggie's from the Bronx. He looks sad.
It's a brother. Yep. Hey, check this out, Shaka. The brother we watched the demonstration on live, who went down there, right? Davin. He said he came all the way from Rochester, New York in the freezing weather. What about the dudes that's right there in Harlem? All of those dudes. What about them? None of them. They couldn't ride down there. They couldn't take a nice warm ride down there, find a little parking space, get some lunch, and support the demonstration.
It ain't none of their business. They don't care. They don't care.
They're pretending. Maybe they had a change of heart.
Yeah. Now here, this one here, independent black media calling Africa Bambaataa to answer pedophile allegations. That's Frankie here. Even Jack Thriller, they got Jack Thriller breaking his silence on Africa Bambaataa and much more. You see, and that's Frankie holding the mic. This is Sankofa, you know. So, you know, just to show you. Now, let's look at Layla Wills, a radio sister with a purpose. I'm sharing her channel first. The YouTube channel on in the chat. And when you go to the community, that's a picture that she's put here. She wrote, "We spoke on behalf of survivors and the people. We can be a community again. We can love each other and depend on each other, but not if we don't protect children from future abuse. Rocky Bucano must resign." Now, when I click, you will see the people who are in attendance. There's not many people. Well, at least not on the picture, but from the video, I could tell there wasn't many people. I was actually surprised. I was expecting to see more people. But those are courageous people. And I left a comment. Beautiful, you see? But if ScamChedda and all these other platforms that deal with black issues, you know what I'm saying? Butler Reggie is from the Bronx. We have many.
He minded his own business. He minded his own business this day.
I guess. And there's many other platforms that talk about black issues. You know, when Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched on his crew after they violated him, kidnapped him, ScamChedda spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there may be events that, you know, about celebrities or athletes, they will talk about that. But there's a protest against child molesters in New York. They didn't talk about that. If they talked about that, there would have been way more people. There was way more people for the press conference. Did Dougie Diamond speak about that? You know
exactly. And look, check this out. Who's the brother? The Nuwabian, Chuck, right? From DC. Chuck, right? He supported Layla's this demonstration. He supported. He wasn't. I don't think he was there, but he supported it. You know, he was on the live with her a couple of days before this, talking about it. Right?
Yes.
He supported it. Now, Carnal, the black Hebrew Israelite from DC, right? He's been on their platform speaking out against it, speaking out against pedophilia. You see what I'm saying? You see? So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. This is Chuck Morgan's YouTube channel. I'm proud to say, you know, that he's also a supporter of this channel. You know what I'm saying? He lives in Hawaii now, but he's from DC indeed. And I've shared Layla Will's YouTube channel. You will see Chuck Morgan's interview. You know, I think I even played some of it. You know, Wild Funk Road. I'm sure Herman Smalls would have gone outside, and Herman still friends. Even I don't know, because Herman was serious about this Bambaataa thing. I heard someone call Herman the gay bald dude the other day. You know, sometimes, you know, this is something that people say, they call a person gay, but even if someone was gay, I mean, at this point, when we talk about child molestation, what difference does it make? I mean, hey, my lifestyle, is a lifestyle of a heterosexual person. You know what I'm saying? Other people have different lifestyle. I don't think you'll be able to change other people's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, if you've been, I'm glad you said that. So I was able to show the picture. There wasn't that many people, but to me, it's a success. Because hip hop obviously affects the black
You know
community.
what?
Yeah, go ahead,
But
brother.
it's ridiculous because Sonetta's the man with the camera. He didn't want to go down there and do the live. How many views would he have gotten? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. He robbed his whole base of that. It's not even just about him. He's the one saying he's doing the news. He's the
Yeah,
one telling other people they don't care about their community. Okay, this right in your community, in the heart of New York City. If you get your ass locked up, they're going to send you right downtown to get booked, right at the jail around the corner. But all of a sudden, this ain't your community. All of a sudden, this ain't your business. You see,
yeah, all
but he
of
want to sit around there and talk all of this stuff and play this charade game about you lost the weigh-in.
Wayne.
So this is why you saying all this stuff.
Yeah, what's up, young hero?
What's
Yeah,
going on?
and out of this march, this protest was not information. I mean, I'm extending an olive branch to Sister Freedom and Napashada, but did Napashada speak on that? You know what I'm saying? I saw a video yesterday. It's a very short video, like 13 minutes long, where she says that she's gonna fall back because she don't want anything that people say about her to affect Killer Priest. And she didn't mention my name, but I'm thinking, maybe it's one of the people she had in mind because I've been taunting her. I've been teasing her. Like I said, I left some comments on her publication, saying, are you still defending the Hebrews or like child molesters? You know what I'm saying? Question mark, smiley with the sunglasses. So, hey, I really don't have anything against you personally, Sister Nepal. It's just, I saw how you were reacting when Chuck Morgan was talking about Malachi York. But I'm like, man, she used to be a hero, so like maybe she still is. And there's something I want to show, and then I'm gonna let young heroine Ching Ching speak. But I want you to see this here because somebody said that I think it's Killer B who said that what's his name? Killer Priest used to be a Hebrew Israelite. So here that's the screen print from the video I was talking about. And here, that guy, I don't know him. Calvin McDougal wrote Killer Priest was in GMS camp. So I'm like, damn, not only Hebrews were like, but GMS camp. So I wrote, Killer Priest was in GMS camp? Question mark. If it's true, I'm glad he ain't rocking with them anymore. Is it sharing? Oh, it's not even sharing. Now, let me share it here. There it is. So that's 11 hours ago. I put the screen print of her post, and here you can see Calvin McDougal, who said Killer Priest was in GMS camp. So then I ask a question. I'm not alleging anything, Killer Priest was in GMS camp. If it's true, I'm glad he ain't rocking with them anymore. GMS is a Hebrew Israelite camp that teaches adults can have sex with 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old girls as long as they have their period. They also have controversial views regarding rape. One of them said, rape simply means to grab. Feel free to ask me to show and prove whenever you catch me live. So maybe it's a false statement. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking a question. But anyway, Ching Ching, what's up? Okay, maybe he's busy. Young Harry, what's up? Feel free.
Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm just looking, I'm just listening, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't feel like you want to give up, or people don't make it seem like you attacking people personally, but that's not the case, you know. So I don't want people to get it confused, to think, oh, we just like them, or whatever the case may be. We fighting for a just cause, you know. So in
Yeah.
saying that, like I felt like, yeah, it's embarrassing, like, you know what I mean, to see that. That was, I know it was a little bit of people, but a lot more people could have shown up. But that just show you how much people don't care about the issues that affect their own children. You know, so I really don't get it, because like you said, it's not just France, it's all over the world, you know, and people like to pick and choose who they gonna talk about, like they are better than other people. But that's not the case. It happening right in their backyard, and they don't care about the issues. They wanna have confusion about biblical stuff that doesn't really even affect them as much as reality, you know? So sometimes, a lot of time, people have all kind of different opinions and beliefs and all kind of things, but they can't show and prove in reality. They can't bring it on the physical realm. No matter how much ideas and information they gave you, they can only speak about it through a mind concept, you know. So we over here discussing all kind of things that not affecting us in reality, but when it comes to rape and abuse and economics and people way of life, you know, the children, and giving them a better opportunity so they won't take the wrong route, nobody don't want to talk about it, you know. And it's a shame, man. Sometimes that's why sometimes I just go in my little corner and work on myself, because I know I really can't help everybody that don't want to be helped. And the majority of society is that way, you know. They brush anything on the side that doesn't affect them personally. So even it had some white guy, I can't remember his name, that know Fat Joe very well, and he was just showing people how much this guy is a liar, you know. So when you hear people come out and talk and they acting like they care and they concerned, but their words flippy floppy and they don't know which side to choose, because they want to be on the side with the so-called people that's celebrities, and
Mm-hmm.
they're not worried about the charges or the case that's going on. They just want to be on that side, so in case they end up winning, they feel like they were on the popular side, you see, so they won't look bad in the public eye. But
Mm-hmm.
like I was saying, another thing I wanted to say too, like, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, right? I just want black women to know that a lot of these women, when you see their character, do not be like them, because certain women, the lowest of the low women, whenever they get mad at you, it don't matter if they sleeping with you, they have your child. Anytime you guys get in an argument, if she's go to the level as disrespecting your mother, that's a sign. That's the lowest of lowest women, because they know how black men especially appreciate their mother, you know. So they always go to that low blow, because it's like it's a generational thing too with women. They like to hit men low blow and disrespect their mother, because they know that's the lowest of the low to go. So anytime you see a woman going to that extent, it just show the kind of character she is. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, but hey, Rue. Now, but it's all of us, man. But it's even the dudes, you know, because if our situation had a lot of black men locked up or a lot of black men oppressed, right, and removed from the homes, and the welfare system removing them from the homes, then all that's left is the mothers. And you got to be a low person to actually
yeah,
point at the one person that
yeah,
actually raised you, that you had access to, and a lot of times that is our mothers, you
yeah.
know.
And you're right. Men do it too, just like Sanetta. That's why you see him do that. You see, that's the lowest of the lowest kind of people. When they can't take the pressure on them, they have to go to someone's family or
You see what they
disrespect.
do? You see
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yep.
They go automatically to that little rule book. Your
Yeah.
mother. Your
Yep.
mother.
When
Hold
you
on,
see
You
brothers,
that
see what I
please.
mean?
character,
Hold on, brothers, please. Let me play, because you see, some people, you know, it's good to inform the people. You know what I'm saying? Now, hold on. There it is.
And I told you I would never apologize to you. You see,
Why
I'm
you?
a man of my word, right?
I'm
You
not.
see, I'm a man
I
of
don't
my
want
word,
you to
right?
apologize.
No, but you thought because you're gonna make 100 fucking videos that you're gonna wear me out and I'm gonna come to you on my knees. Please, chill, don't make a fucking video. Fuck you, nigga. Make 100 more, bitch. Make 100 more, nigga. That's showing you I don't give a fuck about you, your mother, anybody, or your daddy.
Hey
Fuck
man,
you.
you break it
Fuck
down,
you, creep
man.
ass nigga. Fuck your whole family, nigga. Your daughter, your son, everybody. Yes, I said it, you bitch ass nigga. I said it, you bitch ass nigga.
Mm.
yep.
Hey, your mother.
So that's just how.
Hey, your mother's a bitch, nigga. Get off my
That
chat.
don't make no
I'm
sense,
talking
man.
about
You see over there, they tried to gaslight us like we was lying and like we was the bad guys, like what Young Hebrew say, it's these women that scarred. These women, you know what I'm saying? And we don't blame them. We ain't over here in China. She act like she gonna try to show y'all pictures. I'm telling you what they do. Then they talking about we gonna go to legal, trying to scare somebody with some lawyer. So you mean to tell me you gonna pay some money for some lawyer to sue somebody, which is talking about slander? Why you ain't addressing? They talking about where they get it from. We got it from ScamChedda. He the one said it about you first, fucking killer. I mean, Mighty Hebrew. Why you ain't saying nothing to him? ScamChedda the one that put you on blast. ScamChedda the one that put Polite on blast. ScamChedda the one that put everybody on blast. But y'all blaming us because we playing videos of the shit. That shit don't make sense. They act like we made the shit up.
Hold on, Ching. You said we're learning from ScamChedda? Did ScamChedda say that?
Yeah, ScamChedda the first one that came out on Mighty Hebrew and them.
Oh, okay. Vibene, did you hear that?
What did I hear? What Ching said?
ScamChedda is talking about the Mighty Hebrew. Did you hear that? Maybe.
Oh yeah, of course. No, hold on. I heard it, but maybe I had the Jedi mind trick pulled on me. So let's hear it again.
He the first one to bring out all the information on everybody.
Oh, I mean, listen. The first place I heard it at was ScamChedda's mouth. That's the first place.
Young Heru, did you hear that from ScamChedda as well? Maybe that's slander. Maybe they're slandering him. Did you hear that, Young Heru?
It was golf.
Should we play? Should we play a game of ScamChedda says?
Oh, we lost Young Hero. Okay, well, let's see.
I think that's what we need to do for one of these days. Play with ScamChedda said, and so they can ask us where y'all doing this for, where y'all get this from.
That's why I'm asking this question, because maybe we're slandering the brother. So let's listen.
Let's not forget the Mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on your channel, who's on all the Hebrews channel. Don't forget the Mighty Hebrew. The bald head nigga been already incarcerated in prison for molesting a young child. He came home and they violated him again because the nigga was trying to fuck with another child.
Shit crazy. Then he over there talking about how he in Africa and this and this. Nigga, American laws don't carry over to Africa, nigga. They don't know what you doing over there, nigga. You can get that passport, use that fucking Hebrew name. That's why y'all niggas be changing y'all names and trying to get that sovereignty shit. That's what all these weirdos be doing, man. And I noticed, like, it's hard to change them coat people minds. Them motherfuckers in them coats, them motherfuckers hypnotized. They ain't changing with nothing, which we ain't trying to change. We showing y'all what the nigga y'all fucking with saying. Like, nigga, we ain't saying the shit. He's saying the shit.
Yeah, I see Young Heroes trying to connect. Whenever I can put you on the panel, I will. But he said, not connected or something. But Ching mentioned Garfield. So ScamChedda's not the only one. The first time I heard it was from Garfield.
Right.
Let's hear it.
Since I've been a part of this conscious community, sexual misconduct has been condemned and vilified almost unanimously. We saw the rise and fall of Dr. York. We had Hebrew Israelite, the brother by the name of Mighty Hebrew. He was convicted, I think, twice for sexual behavior against minors. He was widely condemned by the Hebrew Israelite community, but apparently forgiven by the Israelites, because I see him all over the place right now on everybody's channel. Another brother by the name of Nazi Yashavel, another Israelite, also involved in sexual misconduct with a minor. We have no idea where this brother is, but he's been sheltered somewhere by an Israelite group.
The sad thing is that Garfield talked about that when the Polite situation happened. So it's like, to put things in perspective. ScamChedda talked about this when the Polite situation happened, to put things into perspective. Now, OnlyFans Mika, she ain't saying that ScamChedda's gossiping. She ain't saying that Garfield's gossiping. All the other monkey moderators on ScamChedda's panel, they don't say that he's gossiping. Butler Reggie is not saying that he's gossiping. And you know that clip where ScamChedda insults Uncle Shu? and his children as well. Uncle Shu talked about the situation. Sanetta accused Uncle Shu of being a molester, of molesting his own child.
And
And
lied.
he was like, okay, are you gonna apologize now? And we heard what Sanetta said. I'll never apologize to you. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So Sanetta is slandering people, but it's all good. But here, let me just say this. Bell District wrote, Herman only cared about the BAM thing. Oh, by the way, first of all, Wild Funk wrote that was a joke. I know they were just trying to describe Herman Smalls. I laughed, but I knew who they meant or were trying to describe. Now, Bell District wrote, Herman only cared about the BAM thing because boys were involved. Then he added, Herman didn't have a heart for guys sleeping with girls, so F Herman. I think you're wrong, man. And if he decides to speak out because boys were involved, let him speak, because a child that's being sexually abused, we should speak out. We should speak about that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's wrong. I mean, Bell District, did you speak about that? If it's him, it's in this. If it's the same Herman Smalls, he asked a question to the mayor at a press conference. And he was in the street during the press conference with the Bambaataa scandal, interviewing people about that. Now, what did you do about child molestation? You know?
Did you see the video, Shaka? Was a lot of people out there?
Yeah, there was not many people, and I think I want to show you the. Well,
That's
actually, I didn't even show the part of the video, but we
That's
have the picture.
crazy, yo.
I just showed it earlier, and like, you know what we were saying, Ching Ching, if Sanetta would have spoken about it, if Garfield would have spoken about it, if Doug Diamonds would have spoken about it, and shout out to King Simon. I don't know him, I never spoken to him, but he's been organizing events, you know, debates. He's into numerology. To me, numerology is like metaphysics, but to each his own. But he had Layla Wills on his platform to talk about this. But go ahead, V. Bennett.
And you know what's messed up about them not supporting that demo is that the civil case, right? Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation didn't even show up to court for, right? They just dodged the whole thing. So now the plaintiff, right? They filed I forget what you call it, something with the judge to ask the judge to make a default ruling. So that's sitting on the table,
probably.
Right. And that's sitting on the table right now, waiting for the judge to make a decision on. And is only a certain amount of judges available since the age or the time limit has been renewed, right?
Yeah,
so they had like 30,000 cases where they had a handful of judges having to look at. I mean, a dozen or so judges, something like that, right? So it takes time. But here's the worst part about it. Okay, so they didn't want to show up. They didn't want to show their support for a victim that they don't even know, because the victim in the civil case ain't even Hassan Campbell.
Yeah, it's a John Doe.
It's a John Doe. So why couldn't they? So they're going to say they didn't support the John Doe because of who? Hassan Campbell?
That's sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, yo. It's like our people, yo, really fucked up, yo. It's like
John
Doe was.
They're gonna come up with all kind of excuses. They're gonna say, "Oh, he's an icon.
And
look, he's this and that."
And the sister, whatever her name was, that was on here yesterday, she didn't go down there either. And what she say about your mama, Ching Ching? You see what I mean? And she's a grandmother.
Yeah, you know, that's what I do, B. Bennett. I don't pay them no mind because I know what we dealing with on here. So that's why I be telling Shaka, let them talk, because for one thing, they gonna say what they say because they hurt and they know we hitting them with that dagger. It's like JJ and them over there talking about, Young Hebrew, who that guy? They trying to find out who all he is. The other girl and shot JJ talking about, because Ching Ching a dope fiend from Baltimore. For one, nigga, I'm not even living in Baltimore, nigga. I never did drugs in my life, nigga. You mad because that's your role, nigga. My uncle and them don't play that, nigga. We was brought up another way with the money. We ain't had to do that, nigga. I never looked at nobody that way, nigga. So you got it messed up, and we run our own businesses. So you mad because you getting outed, and you just mad as he mad at Chris, hating on Chris. Chris don't even be over here. Chris respect what Shaka do, and Chris already said he ain't gonna deal with that because he's showing respect out of the situation. But he hating on Chris because he think Chris over there at the HOK. And look at this shit, man. These niggas cowards, yo. These niggas cowards, yo. These niggas, and then they gonna probably say, well, why they ain't go out there? Hey, niggas, like we talking about it, nigga. We if and another person posed really like you said, Bennett, a young Haver, if Hassan Campbell would have stayed away from that beef tube a lot and then pushed that at least for a month for shit Layla Wills, it would have been more people. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a lot of people on his page, and these people don't care about no kids. Because you know why? Half of them doing it, man, and half of them with the wickedness. They live in that dark life, man. Like, nigga, I've been in the streets when I was young, and we ain't never fucking raped no kids. We helped women with bags, even when we was on the corner doing wrong. Nigga, we protected our neighborhood with all that shit. If a woman had a problem with her boyfriend in our neighborhood, we made that nigga leave. Like, nigga, we took care of our women and everything, and we ain't even had to be messing with them. Like, so I don't know how these niggas was growing up, man.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mac Money? How you doing, brother? You see, but you know, to me, even though there were few people, it's a victory because, like V. Bennett said, most likely Bambaataa will be found guilty by default, even though it is a civil case. It's not a penal case.
Hey, Shock, I be all over this bitch beefing. Like, I be over on the nigga Sabir Bay page. He be pushing that fucking Bambaataa Zulu Nation hip hop shit like we don't pose an answer to them niggas. I be trying to tell this nigga, like, who the fuck y'all think y'all is, nigga? That was back in the day. Bambaataa is a nasty nigga, man. The nigga was trafficking kids from Brazil, going out of town. Like, if he was a man, why he don't come address this shit? Because everybody know about this shit, man. He know he a nasty ass nigga. They say he love fucking Puerto Rican kids, and that's what's always in the Bronx. Cause I'm still like, I know y'all, I be trying, and I like that one to ask y'all, like I like Harry Rude Bennett, all us black, we come from what we come from. But that's why I was saying that dynamic in New York is kind of fucked up, yo, because it's like they grew up with all them different nationalities up there, like in other cities.
You know, I hear you, but you know, regardless of the nationality, some people do it everywhere. In my home country,
I'm saying, I know that. I'm saying it's
women and
no,
children.
I'm saying it's everywhere, but New York is like on a map. Like, you can't do certain cities can't get noticeable like New York and LA. And it's not like you know, small cities like Baltimore, DC, Virginia, South Carolina, it's down there. Don't get me wrong, but you don't hear it because they small cities. They small, they don't get no attention. But New York got the attention because it's like it's the hip hop there, but not all bad people in New York. I'm not saying that. I'm saying these dudes that's spinning the narrative and they got the power to do this shit, and they got these other platforms that's going around going at Layla Wills now. I seen a couple of dudes yesterday trying to downplay this whole situation because they live in New York. That's like Young Haver. I think he was saying he in New York. He never, every time he heard me say something, he ain't never say nothing because, for one, he understand where I'm coming from. I ain't talking about I got a lot of New York dudes that was coming down here to Baltimore that I was cool with. They ain't act like these jerks. Niggas was cool. You know what I'm saying? Down to earth niggas.
Hey, check this out. How you going to win a case? How you going to defend yourself when you don't even show up in a civil case? This is Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation, and he ain't even show up to his own civil trial. I mean, what other outcome could there be?
That just says, that says a lot, bro. Like I said, my boy, it's just people just don't have no self-respect and no dignity about themselves. And if I was in New York, nigga, I would be down there. You know what I'm saying? So all these guys, and even grandma, I think she from New York too, right? Yeah, she was on internet wasting her time getting mad and arguing instead of.
And Young Haver, did you hear it's a video I'm gonna send y'all? And you know everything false because it's another video from these other dudes. They from Bronx River, and they was saying and Africa Bambaataa and Chaos One came out on a video and said it. They lied about the history, like they didn't even really invent the shit. It was some other dudes that they took it from. But they all, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, when Africa Bambaataa was the first one to go to them Europeans and sell the music. That's what he did.
No, but nobody said that Bambaataa created hip hop. Everybody will say that it was Kool Herc, who, by the way, for FBA dudes, is of Jamaican descent. a
No,
Jamaican
Cool Herc.
origin.
See, Cool Herc didn't really invent it neither. It was other brothers that was up Bronx River from down to North Carolina.
Him
They
and
the ones
Mario.
invented, but they the ones don't have no money and can't really get the attention. It's on YouTube. They tell you the whole truth. They go in the neighborhood and talk about it. Bambaataa was a part of Zulu Nation, and they was Black Spades. The other dudes was Black Spades, but all of them was together. But you know, them niggas went to the industry with the shit. That's why they ain't had no money. The other black dudes, all of them was really together up there. Cause you got all the different which people that be together. All of them grew up together. Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, all of them grew up together. So they all was a part of it. But they acting
Yep.
like it's one force that did
Yeah,
something
they like
hard,
to
and it's
give it
not
to
like
one
that.
certain people. Yeah, like they only ones getting the credit when it was a cultivating thing from different backgrounds, different music, So
Yeah, I don't get who start this shit. Like, it ain't ending there. Like, even if it started, like y'all got the shit taken from y'all. The South took over the shit. Like, ain't nobody even listening to New York rap no
I
more.
mean,
Like,
how you gonna start something that's
I don't
based on
listen to
sampling?
any of them.
It's like
No. But I kind of disagree because yeah, it's based on sampling, but they dealt with what they had. You know what I'm saying? And Kool Herc, I think most people who were actors or players in hip hop do agree that he's the one who what I'm saying did the thing with the
no shock. How
turntable.
can a person from Jamaica come over here? They just got over here. How can they start something when people was already over? They got it from James Brown and all the
Yeah.
The
True,
dude
true,
from
true,
North
true. Yeah.
Carolina was
No, no,
rapping the dude from North
no.
Carolina was rapping in 1950, man. They took
Yeah.
our style and flipped it on
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
man.
yeah. But I agree with you. He will play James Brown's song and other songs. He will use what we call the
Yeah.
breakbeat, the part where you have the drums and loop them basically with the two turntables. So that's what
Yeah,
they call the hip hop movement. The MC, the master of ceremonies. The guy hyping the crowd. Now maybe people were rapping before. That can be disputed, but
But
overall, I would say there's a consensus that hip
that's just like
Kool Herc.
Young Heru. You can hear him, he sound Jamaican. He gonna come off Jamaican at you. Why in the beginning Busta Rhymes and them didn't come off Jamaican? They came off with an American accent to rap to get the people to buy into them. They didn't come out with Jamaican songs like that to
yeah.
be
The
on like to get the crowd like that with them. You had Mad Lion and them that was coming out with the songs, and I want the freak. They had a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
nice Jamaican songs that we can really listen to, but they dressed it up like they was really like with the cars and with the people. But when they got their money, they like, oh, we ain't this, we ain't that. We don't mind that. Everybody can't start everything, and everybody can't have everything. I respect that. Ain't nobody mad about that because hip
yeah.
hop
It
really
have like
destroyed.
we could talk about it forever because it have so many different people that
yeah,
would say different things, and I know what Ching is saying, and I already heard some that Shaka was talking about too because they were saying about the turntables. The guy got it from DJs in Jamaica. That's how they used to scratch records. So when he came up in
Yeah,
America,
the sound system.
he took their music and mixed it up with certain
Yeah, just
island.
as like Young Hebrew, I told you it's different cultures. Like Bennett said, like in Baltimore, we never listened to rap music, hip hop back in the day. We had club music, so we never know we ain't listen to no. DC had go music, Chicago had
Yeah.
house music. You feel me? It was different cultures in different cities. New York had hip hop. LA
Yep.
had gangster music. You know what I'm saying? Down south they had that, they had that lean music, that slow music. It was different cultures everywhere.
right. It was different cultures involved with the beginning of hip hop. That's just it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
And it's
mean,
been
I give
documented
everybody
too.
that shit. I
But
ain't trying to take it from nobody. Again, like
what
I don't
they try
like
to
hip hop.
capitalize on saying it's three dudes that's like the founding fathers. Three dudes. Three
Right.
dudes. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
ridiculous. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's the problem with it. They wanted to capitalize on that whole thing, and they did capitalize on it. But in any case, back to the Layla Wills thing. If you look at her documentary on this, which is called the what is it called? The documentary.
The first gay hip hop group in hip hop, the Zulu
Right.
Nation.
And then
Trapped in
they
the
changed.
culture.
Yeah, they changed it to trap in the culture, right? But it's
Mm.
not only Puerto Ricans in there talking about it. And if you look at all the people that came out against Bambaataa, it's not only Puerto Ricans. So the thing about it is that these people had no reason there's no reason to not support
that movement. All they said was is that they don't want the money. They don't want people working in the museum that were implicated in Bambaata's trafficking and then molestation. That's all they're saying. They're saying the same security people that's in the museum were basically up in Bambaata's house witnessing, having direct
Zulu Nation
knowledge of
members.
these acts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They
You
said it
see?
smell like butt and grease when you walk in there. They say the Lord, that's why Bambaataa got stabbed. The Lord dude stabbed him, and he tried to give Poppy the picture. I'm like, man, that's some
Yeah,
nasty ass shit, man. Like, what the
I
hell?
heard. Yeah, I
And
heard
look,
one
and check
time.
this out. They don't even know who the John Doe is. And check this out. What if the John Doe what if the John Doe turn out to be somebody that they know? What if the John Doe turn out to be they don't know, they don't have no clue what the end of this is. You know, not that there's going to be an end with one civil trial either, but they don't even know what the end of this civil trial will be. They don't know who the person is. They don't have any clue. You see, so it's still a whole lot of stuff coming out. But the main thing is that they just didn't support it. It was right in their own block. They knew the rumors about the dude. They
Yeah.
heard that is 2 books with like 100 kids in each of them naked. That wasn't enough for them to be concerned.
But you know
Right.
what? You know what's so funny, bro? It's like it has incidents of people pistol whipping this guy for these acts, punching him off for these acts, or not messing with him. The people that wanted to be a rapper, but when they realized the kind of stuff he was on, they stepped back. People
Yeah.
that was little boys around this guy, and when they go, they telling you what they heard, what they saw, but people still trying to have doubts and trying to act like it's impossible. Like this thing is all around this guy. Even these popular former rappers telling you, yeah, they used to hear about this and they used to hear about that, but nobody never say nothing. So it
Yeah,
just show
if
you
you look at a
everybody
young
was.
Hey Rude, if you go back and look at all of them, I was just looking at and it hurt me, yo. Lawn Hill, she was 13, yo. They brought her in when she was 13, yo. You know, she could, you know, remember at the first Apollo show she did, she got booed, you feel me? But she had to hook up with Wyclef and them, and they was dicking her just for her to get on and help her with us with her music. And every time she did a live show, she couldn't even sing. And I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, you go back and check the history. You got Hassan Campbell. He 13 on a Tribe Called Quest CD cover. Like they was up
Yeah,
here using kids, yo. Really, it was a whole thing. Remember, you had the talent show in your city, then you make it to the regionals, and then you go up to Apollo. It was all like a sex trafficking ring, man. Like they was doing this shit, and they knew what they was doing, man. Because you know what, Bambaataa and them went to them Europeans and they told them how to do it. Like, man, this is how y'all do it. Y'all come to us, we gonna give y'all a couple of dollars. That's the case. They supposed
yeah,
to be setting the trend with the money. Y'all ain't got no money. Y'all ain't got no advice for the young kids. Y'all just keep downing them.
yeah. I heard like it has so much stories, like I told you, and it's people that was around this guy when they were younger, and they say, you know, he always used to be on some funny stuff, and then he went to I think it's Africa or one of these places where people were poor, you know. So he too was taking advantage of children because they ain't had no money. And you know, people in the world, they'll sell their kids, they'll do anything for money. And he came back in America with the whole Zulu nation and helping kids idea, you know. So people say that's where he got that thing from. Even if he was always doing funny stuff, when he came back, he really started taking advantage of the children.
Yeah, you right. It's crazy. Like the dude Wide Funk said, they ain't giving no support to that lady. She been fighting hard, man. That lady been trying to put that information. Ain't nobody pay her no mind. Ain't nobody raise no money for her. She just out here just
Yeah, bro.
that shit's
Black
sad.
black people are more worried about which celebrity did what and who cussing who, and you know, like they don't care about real issues, bro. They worry about the worst things in life and about people that have money and on these platforms and giving them entertainment. They don't care about the real issues.
And JJ sitting over there talking about us when he jumped on Sonetta page. He kicked him straight off yesterday, treated him like a girl.
Oh,
Like, man,
for
get off
real?
my. Yeah, he kicked him
Again?
off the panel because he came on the panel. Yo, something wrong with that dude. I told you he smoked Sherrills. He smoked them fucking Ready Rocks, man. He got on Son at a panel, cursed, wilding out. Son at a kicked him straight off. He was mad as I don't know what. That's how he like to be treated. And they get mad at us because we address shit. And the girl was so mad talking about Shaka and them must, him and Young Hebrew must want this. And why the fuck somebody want something? They talking about something because y'all saying it's y'all saying it out your own mouth. We ain't making this shit up.
When you have people talk like that, it just show their ignorance, bro, because they don't know us from know us, and we talking about they being involved with people that are having these acts, so they trying to deflect. That's all that is, bro.
Andrea, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you got to say?
Hey, I listened and saw mostly all the stuff yesterday, and then hearing all the stuff again this
go ahead. I'm
morning.
sorry, I had some connection issues, but keep going.
And it's shameful that people will come on this channel and defend the behaviors of grown men, but yet they don't want to go and defend those who have been molested and all that kind of stuff. That is it's just mind-boggling to me. I mean, how much effort would it have taken for all of those people who come over here and talk all this trash and want to belittle and speak poorly, even of you gentlemen who come on this platform to defend these children? I mean, they come at, they try to come at y'all with all this bull crap, but when it comes to the babies and stuff, like I'm a grandma, and I don't have time for all that. I am not going to come and defend a grown. I don't even do that to my own children. I got 2 sons. If they doing stuff that ain't right, I'm on their ass because that's what I'm supposed to do. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that they continue to want to behave in such a manner that they don't even look at the long-term effects that's going to have on everybody that's involved. These people who are supporting these grown-ass men, something must have happened to them, because there is no way that somebody can come on this panel, raise all that hell they raised yesterday, say that they're a grandmother and all this other kind of stuff, and not consider that these things could happen to your daughters and your grandchildren. This is ridiculous. I don't know any of those people who are coming on the panel and stuff like that, and I'm just knowing all you guys here, but I'm telling you, what you guys are standing for is, I take my hat off to y'all every morning, or every time y'all come on here, because if you guys are not saying it, then who's going to be out here talking about it? Because I did not know any of this. Because I didn't listen to hip hop music, so I didn't know about any of this until I jumped on and started and watching Shaka. I didn't hear none of this. I didn't hear it. I mean, because like I said, I'm old school. I don't have time. I don't get caught up in all that. I didn't like all those shows and all kind of stuff. I just never did. But right. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. And I feel for our babies, because if older people my age are acting like that, how in the world do they expect our children to be any different? It doesn't matter whether you're putting a needle in your arm. What comes out your mouth is just as bad. It's just as bad. Because if they hear all the stuff that we're saying as grown-ups, we're supposed to be setting the standard. But yet it's just shocking that this behavior is happening in my age group. I'm 61 years old. This is my age group that's coming up here talking all this stupid trash, and they need to shut up. If you ain't about it, shut your mouth.
Exactly.
I'm just appalled. It's just look, I have to be quiet sometimes when I get up in the morning, because I still got folks up here sleeping. So I got to find some place to get quiet, where I can talk a little loud. Because I wanted to get on here yesterday, but I had yard work that I just had to get done yesterday, because I was going to come on and be the other grandma of reason for people to see that we are not acting like that. All grandmas ain't acting like that. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
And that's the thing. I'm tripping off of them. Why y'all mad at us? Because we playing what y'all said out your own mouth. Y'all treated each other bad. It ain't like we sitting up here making up stuff. We cutting this up. We saying it. Y'all the ones saying it. Son Netta brought out Mighty Hebrew. He brought out Polite. He the one said all this stuff. Not nobody else. And y'all blaming Shaka and this platform for just repeating what somebody said on the internet. Like, that's crazy.
It is a shocker. Hey man, I'm glad I ran into you, because this is life changing for anybody who wants to be a part of something. If you want to be, this would be it. Okay, if you want to be. I mean, it's not like you ain't got to, but if you want to be, this would be it, because this stuff needs to be talked about so our community can heal. Because as long as this stuff continues to go on, we are not going to be the people that we need to be to affect change for our community. It's just not going to happen. I mean, they can keep putting this stuff under the rug all they want to. That rug is about wore out, and it's just not helping anybody anymore.
And Andrea, check this out. They could have used all of these people's platforms and support. All of them that were in New York, right? But check this out. This is how just disgraceful it's going to end up being. Even with 20, 30 people down there, right? Just those 20 and 30 people, they about to even change the law again, the criminal law. That's what that's one of the things they were talking about. Shaka, we got to run back that live that they did, that Davin recorded, right? But they were actually there in the live discussing it to the press, that they trying to get the criminal law changed too. You see, now who would be against the criminal law being changed so that there's more time added to it? They actually discussed it. Who would do it?
But hold on, Vivinet, I think, and good to see you, Sister Andrea Burnett. I think it was changed already with Ron Savage, you know, but we should check it. But from what I recall, if I'm not mistaken, they did extend the statute of limitation, but we should double check that.
Yeah, they did. They extended it already for some things, but the problem is that it's a whole lot of people from back then that time frame doesn't even fit. You see,
man, I was at work last night crying, laughing. They had Shaka picture and Young Hebrew picture up there. They was acting like they worked it for fucking America's Most Wanted, talking about, it was these two people. They the ones. So Mighty Hebrew talking about, because I'm a get a lawyer. Now listen to this logic, y'all. He gonna get a lawyer to try to say that people slandering him and doing this, but you ain't getting a lawyer to get your record unsponged. You ain't getting a lawyer to trying to get that off your record or try to find out the first person. Like, you sound backwards and weak and a cow. When he was over there running his mouth like Mighty Hebrew, if you hear this nigga, you want any smoke? Bring your ass back to America, nigga. We can meet up in the middle, Delaware somewhere, nigga, and I'll whip your motherfucking ass, you no hair on your face having ass, nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here. They think somebody's scared of these niggas. Nigga, I grew up in the nigga. You better check who my peoples is, nigga.
Who show he was on?
He was on JJ last night. They was over there. They did a show about us, and they was over there in line and spending the night. I'm at work. If niggas do work around here and got their own businesses, nigga, we don't work for. We ain't gotta worry about doing what y'all trying to say the white man. We work with the white man to help out with everybody. Y'all niggas sitting up here trying to down people. JJ was over there talking about, Shaka, just take him to court. So you willing to take a man to court just for playing videos from somebody else, what they saying? With Shaka with all us can say, me, Young Hebrew, Bennett, all us, we ain't say it. We playing videos of people you saying it. The people
he better stop
your friends.
Thank you for that. We already have an appointment, 4 p.m. EST. It's going to be 10 p.m. for me, and I'm gonna play the stuff and respond. But I want to say, to the Sister Freedom, she said that she believes what Mighty Hebrew said. She hasn't shown any paperwork. I don't think she has ever seen any paperwork. She's being naive. She's being gullible. But we do have some paperwork. Now, when it comes to her claim that I lied on her, if I ask somebody, okay, did you ever smoke cigarette? And the person say yes. Then I say, okay, that person told me he or she smoked cigarette. That person is going to say, oh, I never said I smoke cigarette. I didn't use the word cigarette. And that's exactly what she was trying to do with the exoneration thing. And for those who wonder, yesterday's live stream, as I played the outro, I found the part where I used the word exonerated. I said, so you're saying that, he was exonerated? And then she said, he did it on my show. He did it on Sarnetta's show. So obviously when she says he did it, it means that he showed the paperwork. So she cannot play game about that. On another note, I showed on the private chat that she wrote. Now it's called private chat, but some people call it the back chat. It's basically the people who are on the panel. They can send messages to each other and stuff. She wrote that I said that the case has been then what's the charges have been dropped down or something like that. You see, so that being said, you have the right to believe what he says, but we don't go solely by what one person says. So I'm advising you, Sister Freedom, to grow up a little bit, stop being so gullible, you know. And this is olive branch. We can have that talk. Now, Mighty Hebrew, he can come on. We can have that talk as well, you know, and he can show us the paperwork. Because I want to say this. At one point, she was on the phone, and I know Mighty Hebrew's voice. I'm sure it was his voice when we heard the person say, "Why would I show something to these dudes and I don't know them?" You know what I'm saying? Because
he
it sounds
was
good
watching
to
the
say that.
stream yesterday. But guess what, Shaka? He didn't address that he watching your stream, but where did we get it from? We got it from Garfield and Son Netta. This is what they ain't missing. They skipping over the whole part addressing Son Netta and Garfield, but they talking about where they get it from. We got it from the people that you around. So I don't see what's so hard about what is they looking for? Why is they trying to look for an out route pass and the fucking underneath pass is right there in their face? It's mind boggling to me, man.
I don't know if he was watching the stream, but he was on. It sounded like that was him on the phone talking to the sister, right?
Sounding like him when he said,
it's possible she was just informing him, right? But in any case, how are you going to sue somebody for, like you said, for playing the videos? And she have an opinion. She says she believe him. We got an opinion. We say we don't believe him. What's there to sue about that? And then
well, hold on.
If you're going to sue, then what's the action going to be? The first thing you're going to have to say is, okay, we'll take down the videos. But then you're going to have to tell Sean Netta to take his videos down where he's saying all of that stuff. So it don't make no sense.
You can't sue for scandal when it's public record. Like, there's no way around that.
Yeah, but let me say, he ain't gonna sue anybody at all.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna do that. He ain't like to sue somebody in America. That's costly already. I'm not even in America. He's just talking to act like he's innocent. He wants to portray that he's innocent. But
and he over there talking about what if this was back in the day, he want to meet up. Why? If somebody talking about him, he would like to meet up with them. Well, why you ain't meet up with Son Netta when Son Netta put your paperwork out? You went over his house and had dinner. Why you ain't meet up with Garfield? Exactly. Garfield did a whole 5-hour panel on this. Why you ain't go to New York and meet up with Garfield and go to him face to face? Nigga, if you want to meet up, nigga, get your passport. Meet me in Pennsylvania or Delaware, nigga. We can meet up and square up, nigga. I'm 6'1", nigga, 180, nigga. I ain't none of them lower niggas, nigga. We can duke it out, Lord. No face, no hair, face, ass, nigga.
They some characters, bro. Anytime you see people on internet talking like that, talking about, we don't like real people. We don't get down like, bro. We ain't got no words to say. You feel me? So all that is talk. They ain't meeting up with none. They cowards.
They talking about we bullying people. How the fuck we bullying? Why, Son Netta, you ain't bully Whack 100? You called him Mr. Whack. Oh no, Mr. Whack, it wasn't like that. But now it's somebody that you look down on like Shaka. You got all the smoke for. But when Whack 100 told you was a snake to your face, and Captain Tazaryak, you was a snake to your face, y'all don't got no smoke for Whack 100. But that's because you niggas is cowards. I don't care who it is. Whack 100, he gonna get the same smoke. It's just out of respect. Like, y'all niggas crazy.
And it's amazing to me too. You know, they always want to come at Shaka and tell him he's not. You know, you're not giving us any knowledge anymore, man. What are you talking about? This is a need to know. We need to know what's going on. And you know, our children are, as they say, our children are our future. But yet they act like that's not what the case is. You know. We just want them to continue walking with all this stuff, all this pressure that they have on them, and then not take responsibility as the adults who put it there. This is it's just insane. It really is. It's just insane.
Yes, it is, Miss. And like you said, who did we bring it up? Is I'm around Shaka telling his business? Is I'm around Bennett or you man or Young Hayru? If we got a disagreement, we telling about each other life and trying to beat them up with the worstest crime that could be on the earth. And anybody know, I don't care what state you in, if you 14, 15, and 16. If you get caught with a gun, attempt murder, rape charges, carjacking, they consist of adult charges automatically. They adult offenses, they felonies. Like, what are these guys talking about? Then he talking about you went to jail for this shit, did time, and came home and had to register. So why is you saying this is slander and this is that, and why you get convicted? Why you ain't go to court with your lawyer and walk back out the other door and went home and got in your bed? No, you went to jail and got on a tier. Like, come on, you've been convicted of it, my nigga. These niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
And nigga, we wouldn't even let niggas like you in the Fed joint walk the yard. Even when we pulled up to the Fed building, my first bit for the drugs, I'm looking at people saying, man, if you got pedo charges and you've been messing with kids, you please step to the right of the bus because you will die on this yard. These men don't play that out here, men. Like, these niggas is fools, man.
Yeah. Well, my hat off to Sister Layla. The crowd didn't have to be big for them to get attention. It didn't have to be a big one, because they know what they were standing out there for. And it's a shame, like you said, most of those people up there in New York, and they didn't attend. That speaks volumes. That's where people are going to hear. You got all these people who know all this stuff. They they claim they have all this knowledge about all this, that, and the third, but yet none of them showed up. That's what's going to speak even more than just the number of people that showed up, because there should have been a whole lot more. Should have been a whole lot more people there.
When Sonetta did it, it was a bunch of them, man. Not to cut you off, they was Captain Cesario. They was all out there. It was a big crowd. All of them was trying to get clout off of Hassan Campbell when he first came out on Sonetta. It was a nice crowd out there because they wanted to act like they was doing something. That's why the other dude left him. He was like, man, y'all phony. Y'all ain't
hold on, please. I'm sorry to cut you off, Chiching. JJ 7000 wants to holler, so please use your camera, JJ, so we can have that grown man talk. So JJ, can you use your camera, please?
I was gonna say this.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, JJ, go ahead.
Bro, let me tell you this, bro. What's Ching Ching's real name? What's your real name and what's Ching Ching's real name?
No.
This nigga is this nigga been in the feds.
Don't worry about
Don't kick him off, Shaka. Let him talk.
Hold on, JJ. Holla.
If it ain't about the information, we ain't trying to hear it.
I ain't been in no feds for no pedo crimes, nigga.
Hold on, let's let Shaka deal with this for a second.
We've seen his face. He said who his family members are. Yeah, I mean,
all you gotta do, nigga, Maurice Kings, nigga. Fucking nigga, we the kings, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. JJ.
Stupid.
I don't mind having that talk with you, but let me see. JJ, please use your webcam, please. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to talk to you on some commenting. Please use the webcam, brother. JJ, please use the webcam.
Talking about what's young Hebrew name, what's nigga's name? Niggas the police.
Yeah.
We usually they're on the phone. Like we seen a sister, she's been on the phone constantly. It's like on their own, they cannot really. Hold on, just 1 second, please. Hold on. Merci beaucoup. Ouais, Biggie, s'il te plaît. Yeah, they need instruction, direction. Merci. They need instruction and directions. JJ, this evening, I'm going to be live streaming. And Sister Freedom, you can come. Mighty Hebrew, you can come. And we can have that government talk. So yeah, keep going. Oh, I think he's back. Yeah. Damn, JJ, please use your webcam, brother. Please use your webcam. Please use your webcam, brother. Thank you. All right. Okay, go ahead, JJ. Go ahead. But don't worry about people's names.
I will beat the shit out of you.
Man, you a little nigga.
Hey, I will beat the shit out of you, nigga. What's your name?
What's your name, little nigga? Shaka.
What's your name?
You little nigga.
What's your name, nigga?
Ain't nobody want to see that, though.
Let him talk, Shaka. I got this nigga. Let him talk. He coming in here with his shirt off.
Wait. Yeah, okay.
Let him talk.
Hey, like I said, nigga. Hey, show your face, bitch, nigga. What's your name, Shaka? What's your name? Tell us right now, bitch, nigga.
I don't know
Hold
what
on.
Tell us
world
right
is
now.
these niggas living in.
What's your
But
Nobody
why
name,
don't
you
bitch
fight
ain't?
nigga?
no more, bro.
But why
Now,
you
hey,
running
Pinky,
on
what's
this
your real
man?
name? What's your real name, nigga?
JJ,
You
Why
went
you
to the
talk about?
feds, nigga.
JJ,
Why you
What you
talk
go to the
about?
feds for? Bitch ass
Why you
nigga
talk
waking up with my
about?
name, nigga. You an agent, nigga. You got my
All right, let me
motherfucking record.
talk.
Nigga,
Let
you
me
a bitch,
talk.
nigga. If I see you, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Let me talk. An agent for what? What is you niggas doing? What is an agent? What we
Not for no
agents
rapists
for?
and pedo.
Yeah, what we agents for? You niggas ain't doing nothing, ain't got nothing. You niggas the agents. Like what they over there talking about? They the agents, they the police. So you think the police gonna
he's
send
gone.
somebody on the internet to come get at y'all about pedo and all this wicked shit when y'all saying it out y'all mouth, nigga? Then he coming on here with he suspect with his shirt off.
Yeah,
Trying, nigga, you
yeah.
a little nigga. You only 5'7", nigga. I'm 6'1", nigga, 180. Nigga, I will knock your little ass out, boy. You better ask somebody about me, boy. Ask Toy. Toy was on the phone with me in my neighborhood. Go in your
You know,
neighborhood, nigga. Why you out your neighborhood? Why you in Colorado, nigga? Because you got ran from your city.
it's
Clown
funny.
ass nigga.
It's funny. The day before he did a show, with Sanetta, then Sanetta kick him off last night. No, he back jumping up here. You feel these guys need it. You know what's worse about this internet thing, bro? It's supposed to be the younger generation, 30, 25-year-old, but we got 50, 60-year-old acting the most ignorant on the internet, bro. These niggas
Exactly.
is grandpa. Look at how they act. Look at
Yeah.
sweaty. They 25-year-old with no brains. Like all that you talking, you know you about that life. That's why you on the internet talking it. All the
We
real
got
ones that bought their life, they ain't out here talking like that, bro.
Yeah, we
That's
got
why
our
you
lady over here. She waiting till the men finish the talk. Then she get in. They got women over there. Oh, this, them niggas this, them niggas want this. This nigga went on Son Netta last night trying to show his muscle. So Son Netta like, man, we ain't with that. He over there trying to flex with muscles. He a little nigga. He only motherfucking 5'6". Like, get out of here, bro. You got little man complexes and you mad because women treat you like shit because you ain't no tall nigga and you ain't got that swag, nigga. Why you out of your own city, nigga? Go back to your city and your neighborhood and show me something, nigga. I can turn my camera on and go in my
hey,
neighborhood,
you
nigga.
know what's so funny, bro? He talking all that stuff, tough stuff, right? But all his records show is he the choke and abuse women. Everything you feel me? Like get out of here, bro.
He ain't got no records of beating up no man or in a
Nope.
bar fight with nobody. This nigga crazy, man. These niggas weirdos, man.
But here's the
JJ,
thing,
that
you
was
know, who put their own people put their own records out? It's not even us.
Right.
It's their own
Say it
people.
again, Bennett.
B, what's his name? B, what's the dude's name? B, what's his name? Shaka?
Who?
B something.
Killer B?
Killer B.
Killer
Killer
B. Isn't
B the witch
Killer B the
finder.
one that put his record out? His
Son
Man,
Netta
song?
no,
put it out.
it's
Oh, he's back.
Chris,
Hold on.
it's
Hold
Napa, it's
on. He's back. He's
Sanetta.
back. Hold on. He's back. Wait,
Son
wait.
Netta the first one
He's
put
back.
his record
He's back.
out.
He's back. Now, JJ, please use your webcam. And we don't need
Show
to see your
some
muscles. You know,
respect
that
when
don't
you
impress
talk.
me, man. I don't know if you heard about Muay Thai, but, you know, muscles ain't doing nothing against Muay Thai, man. There you
Muscles
go.
don't do
No,
nothing,
no,
nigga. You get
I
hit
don't
in
want to see
your
your
nose,
muscles, man.
nigga.
I want to, okay,
Nigga,
anyway, let him do his thing. Let him do his thing.
Hey, like I
Now,
said,
JJ,
bitch nigga, what's your motherfucking
JJ,
name? What's your
JJ,
motherfucking
can you
name,
hear me,
Chingy?
JJ? Listen to me.
Hold up, no,
let me
shut the
JJ,
talk to
fuck
him.
up.
Let me
Chingy, you
talk
are
to
an
him, Shaka.
ex-convict. No,
Hold
shut,
on, hold on,
no.
no, don't talk
Bitch
hold
to me
nigga,
like
on,
what's
that,
your
JJ.
real
Don't
name?
act like a biatch, JJ. I can curse you out.
No,
hold
what's
on.
your
No,
real name,
use a
Shaka?
bitch, JJ, because
No,
you
what's
hear a
your real
woman.
name, bitch hoe?
JJ,
Hey, like I said, you
JJ,
hoe ass nigga.
JJ,
Hey,
listen
what's
to
your,
me.
hey,
You're a bitch ass,
y'all
JJ.
notice these bitch
JJ,
niggas?
hold on.
These the main niggas that's agents. They won't tell you their name.
How we
What's your name,
agents?
Shaka?
Okay, okay,
What's your
JJ,
name,
hold on.
bitch nigga?
Did
JJ,
you do
Hey,
JJ,
Son
hoe
Netta
ass
like
nigga.
that?
do you,
Hey, Chingy, I'll
JJ,
slap
hold
the
on.
shit out of you,
JJ,
Man, you
bitch
ain't
ass
slapping
nigga.
the
What's
shit
your
out
real
of me.
name?
JJ,
Both of
hold
you
on,
niggas
JJ.
cowards.
Do
You
Wake
you,
up
ain't
talking
JJ,
slapping
about
hold on,
shit.
niggas every
JJ.
Man,
motherfucking
get,
morning.
JJ,
What's wrong with
please,
you hoe
listen to
ass
me.
niggas?
your
Bitch ass,
bitch
Like I
ass
bitch ass,
said,
off
JJ.
here,
you take
boy.
Bitch
this
ass,
shit
JJ.
down or you gonna get sued.
Listen
That's
to
all
me.
I'm
Man,
telling you
fuck
hoe
you.
ass niggas.
Sue us then,
I'm gonna
bitch.
find out who you
Sue
niggas
me,
name
sue
Sue us
is.
me.
Fuck
then,
you
Bitch
think
bitch.
that?
ass, sue me.
These niggas is agents.
Sue me, bitch
Man,
ass,
sue
sue
us
me.
then, bitch.
Sue me, bitch ass.
Sue
Now,
us
let
then,
me
you
say,
bitch ass nigga.
JJ,
Talking
do
about
They
you
sue.
ain't
Why
think,
you ain't
suing.
suing Son Netta? He ain't
do,
suing Son Netta or Garfield.
They
yeah,
can't
I was
sue
going to ask
nothing.
him
They
that.
ain't even got the money to
He
do
ain't
it.
even got no money to sue nobody, nigga. You ain't even have a lawyer. He ain't even have a lawyer for his case when he went to court, nigga. I got that on file. I got that on the computer right now on the page that Killer B had. He ain't even have a lawyer when you went to court for your case. How you gonna sue somebody, broke ass nigga? Y'all niggas bitch clowns. Fuck out of here.
And I tell him one thing: we ain't up here talking about rapists and pedos. And if you think we had that in our background, you think we would be up here talking against it? Like, you know what I mean? How stupid we look, bro. Like, people are always trying to change the narrative and deflect about what the issues really are. Like, yeah, you coming out here with all this attitude. Like, bro, go bang on Sanetta and everybody over there be banging on you. Like, stop it, bro. You sound like an idiot. Cause how you
What's
gonna
up,
sue
Ryder? Peace.
somebody that just
Yeah,
repeating
I was
what
gonna
y'all
tell him.
said?
I was gonna
Yeah,
tell
he
him.
And
come
they,
up
He do have
here
the
talking
energy
about
when
what's your real name?
Netta
What's
made the
your
whole
real
lot
for
to
one?
him short.
and these are these.
Exactly. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I said these are these same guys who, look, when they talk about their religion and all this other kind of stuff, they're making a bad name for their quote unquote God too. How does anybody display this type of behavior, and then they want to talk about and have all these discussions about this God that they serve, who they claim has made them chosen ones and all sorts of kind of stuff? How is that possible? If this is what a chosen one looks like and acts like, they can have it. I don't need that. And how is that? Again, you're on here and you're representing, and you got our young kids who might come on here and see this type of behavior, and yet you continue to do it and display it like it does not matter. And at the end of the day, if you don't have enough self-respect for your own darn self, we know that you don't respect the rest of us in your community, because you wouldn't be acting like that. This has to do with you. It has to do with you and your integrity and your character. And for them to keep coming out here and saying all of this stuff over and over again, it's ridiculous. We shouldn't be acting like that. We are old enough, and we should know better. We should know better.
Hey, weirdos. I
Hold
told
on,
y'all
hold on,
these
hold on, hold on.
niggas weirdos.
What is? Hold on, I got all three of y'all on here. I want all three of y'all names. Watch this,
You
audience.
a
They're
police,
not
nigga.
gonna
Ain't
give you their
nobody
names
doing
to their
your
What's up,
name.
age.
guys? How y'all doing? Just waking up. Saw y'all's
What's
live.
your name, again?
Miss JJ, I see. I try to hurry up and hop on here.
Hold on. Welcome.
Yeah, that's a good question. I always ask. What agent of whom?
Right, agent of what? Agent. These niggas really think they somebody is an agent. Nigga, you niggas ain't broke. You niggas broke. You niggas broke and ain't doing
My
nothing.
internet might be a little jacked up. So
What? Hold on. JJ, let's talk, because you keep talking, we cannot communicate. I understand you're angry at me. You're not scaring me at all, JJ. I mean, I don't know if you think in your lifetime that you can beat me up physically on one-on-one, but let's have a talk. Let's communicate, all right? So I'm putting you back on the panel.
He mad at Sanetta.
No,
Like I said, nigga, hey, you a heroin addict. What's your real name? Quana, everybody know you. Hey, everybody in your area know you a heroin addict, brother. What's your real name, Chingy?
JJ.
What's your real name?
I never did
Why won't you
drugs
tell
a
us
day
your
in
real
my
name?
life,
These niggas
nigga.
is agents. Now watch
Them
this. Next
niggas know
person,
me, nigga.
Shaka. What is your real name? Your mama didn't name you Shaka Doo-Doo. What is your real name, boy?
We know your
Boy,
real
what is
name.
your real goddamn name? My name is Anton Montez Hayes. What's your real name, bitch nigga? You bitch nigga. What's your real name? Nigga, you worried about us, all them faggots in France? Nigga, all them homosexuals in France, you worried about America? You bitch nigga. What's your real name?
This guy sounds so
Take my name.
man.
Yeah.
I
We ain't
really
taking
tried.
shit out
I really
there,
tried,
nigga.
but
Now
I
I'm about to
really
show the
tried.
white girl with the marks on her. You got the white girl up there with the marks on her that he did. Put the marks that you got mad and you had to put your hands on it, and she got marks all over because you couldn't take it because you're a little dude, a little nigga. That's why you keep flexing yourself. You feel insecure.
Look, this is my question. My question is, why, JJ, respectfully, bro, why would you be on a platform with the person who released the information about you? Why?
Yeah, this is what
That's
I'm
what I
saying.
don't get.
Why
It's
he ain't banging
Sanetta
on
who
Sanetta?
released the information on all these dudes, and they on the platform. What sense do that make? Your beef is with him. That's where your beef is.
Hey, and another thing, bro. JJ, ain't you a grandfather, bro? Ain't you concerned about your grandchildren? Why you ain't talking about the match they had in New York yesterday?
Yeah, Sanetta, the first one put it. Yeah, get him, witch finder. Get that nigga.
Six beautiful Edomite grandchildren. A beautiful marriage.
Right.
His daughter married a white man, got 6 beautiful children.
Yeah,
So you
but they the
trying to tell
chosen
me those
ones.
kids gonna grow up? Those kids gonna grow up and know that they daddy hate them because their father is white? Are those kids gonna grow up knowing that they daddy said they're gonna all go to hell? That they all gonna be killed when Christ return?
Nah, they gonna make an exception because it's his kids. You see how full of it they are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
Maybe
hypocrites.
not,
That's
though.
all they
Maybe
is
not.
hypocrites.
How
Yep.
do you know you're gonna make an exception? I mean,
They gonna trust me. They some cowards, Bennett. They gonna do that.
He acting like he tough. Somebody scared
If I'm
him.
not mistaken, you disown the story. If I'm not mistaken, for what the girl told me, that you disowned your daughter. What kind of man is that?
Hold on, could it be? Run that back, please. What did you say?
If I'm not mistaken, Tia Hurt, the woman that he assaulted, told me that he disowned his black daughter that married the white man. It's beautiful. I see the picture. I see the pictures of the family. I got the pictures of the family. Beautiful children. 6 of them.
Yeah, these guys are idiots, man. What you expect?
Yeah, they is.
And let me ask you something, B. Let me ask you something, Killer B. Does that faith, does that organization, that cult that he claimed to be a member of, do they promote that type of abandonment of family members over this?
Yes.
Over
Yes. 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 And if your child is disabled, a special needs child, they, according to them, they're allowed in the temple. So they couldn't even join the organization. Even if they was all black, if they had a disability, they couldn't join.
See, I'm going to go out on a limb here because I've been listening also to the sister that came up here yesterday. Just listening and thinking about some of the comments and then trying to put a picture together, try to just understand the situation, like what would make a person try to defend a convicted rapist to that degree, over and over and over, be so adamant about defending it, the person's character, this kind of stuff, to go out to even just say, hey, well, I just believe him, this kind of stuff.
No.
I've been thinking about that, right? And I got to be honest with you, man. A lot of this stuff, it sounds like their mind's been twisted by these cults, straight up. Yep. And the same type of mental tactics that the cults use that are mentally abusive. Like, if you come out here, think about this. You come out here and how a lot of them do this. I noticed this. They start off by yelling at you. And that's the first sight of like trying to test what you're going to do. And a lot of people get used to being yelled at first. First, they get in your mind and try to see how you're going to react. And some people ain't going to accept it from the start. But the people that accept it, it's almost like they opening themselves up for more abuse.
They tried to Bennett, they tried to gaslight me. They tried to gaslight me on Judah Nash TV. I told them niggas, I showed them niggas 10,000. I showed them 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 for every little money they got. I brought all my money out on the panel. They got mad at that time. Oh, that's drug dealer money. You ain't doing nothing in the community with it. JJ went and got his check and all. I said, yo, one thing I can tell y'all niggas black and y'all mad about a successful black man. I showed them my my business thing with my LLC and everything. They was hating, talking about, oh, you ain't doing this. I said, see, these people, like Bennett said, you can't get around these people because they don't like the people that they really talk about. These people,
they don't even like
think they
each
better.
other. It's a jealousy issue with all of them. They don't even like each other at the end of the day. When they see one doing better, all of them attack. Just like how they attack Jabari because they feel like he have this status or he have people following him. So it's just like these guys are characters, bro.
Yeah, he a character, man. He just mad because niggas talking about what they talking about with the niggas he be with talked about.
And
what the hell wrong with y'all?
Yeah, just like Bennett say, bro, they have an agenda, bro, because you gotta understand, A lot of these people meet each other through Sanetta. You understand me? So they don't even really know these people they talking to online. So it's an
Exactly.
agenda and a money grab, you know what I mean? Because like I said, all of them in cahoots and they trying to get everything because they bums, dog. Like Chingy said, they ain't got none for themselves. So they gotta be on this online trying to sell tickets and fool the people talking about biblical narrative, but they don't want to talk about the drug abuse, the children abuse, people not having jobs, just the whole outlook on black people as a community. You know what I mean? Like people don't want to get the information right. They want to continue living the lie and having delusions about being somebody from whenever the book was written and all kind of nonsense, bro. Trust me, these people, they ain't ready for reality. They'll be never ready to go to war and defend themselves if trouble come. You know, so it's saying a lot about their character, bro.
Yeah, they weirdos, man. They want to be somebody on the internet, and they mad because somebody Jay, you got a struggle.
You know why they mad? They want to be somebody on the internet, like you were saying, and they mad the person they went to help promote them put their information out there to the public.
Thank you.
Not only that, he the only one growing. He just using them.
Don't that tell them that's the wrong platform? Don't that tell them that's the wrong platform? No, it don't tell them that. They gonna still defend it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed, I agree with what Bennett said and everybody has said. He didn't have the energy when Sanetta did all this live streaming, talking about his domestic abuse. Sanetta showed the picture. Actually, that's how I knew about JJ. You know, I didn't even know the dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, Jeremiah, Judah, look at this video and stuff. And you know, but anyway, JJ, man, you're not impressing me at all. Trust me, man. That's ridiculous.
Right,
brother.
and you ain't scaring nobody.
You ain't scaring me, man. Man, you guys don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like on a physical level, you know what I'm saying? Muay Thai is like kickboxing. With the elbow, the knees, throw down and all that. You know what I'm saying? Your muscles don't mean anything at all. This is amusing. But when Sanetta punked you, did you open your mouth? Did you have that energy? That makes you a biatch. You think you look tough, and I know Sanetta got you up.
How tall is he again? Which factor?
You know,
how tall is he again?
5'6". I showed a police report.
Sanetta got you up because Sanetta is a bitch. Sanetta won't show up. You see, I told the sister yesterday, you know what I'm saying, get Sanetta on the panel. Now, first we heard that there was okay. When I talked about those child molesters, JJ was on my panel every now and then. He didn't have a problem with that. Now, I talked about JJ's situation, and he knows very well I never said he was convicted. It's not in the title. I never said it. You know what I'm saying? And he challenged me, JJ. I don't know if you hear this. Is it you? Hold on, he's not here. Yeah, okay, he's good. He's here. I ain't going to put him on the panel because he ain't going to let us talk. JJ, you challenged me to show the charge. I did just that. And when I showed the charge, you said, well, prove that I was convicted. I never said you were convicted. Sanetta is using you. He doesn't respect you. Wake up, JJ. Realize that. Use your platform, other people's platform. Sanetta doesn't respect you. He's been punking you all the time. You can get fame elsewhere. Sanetta doesn't give a damn. Sanetta says he hates the Israelites.
Yeah, ain't nobody even know he had a white girl.
Let me put him on anyway. Let's see. Okay, what's up, JJ? Now? What's up now?
Okay, so you worried about the wrong thing, bro. You all wearing friends worrying about where JJ go, who JJ fuck. Especially Chingy. You worried about the wrong thing, bro. Worry about getting you some goddamn. Listen, no, hold up. No. I want your real name.
Let me ask you one question.
What's your real name, bro?
Let me ask you one question.
Look at this, y'all. This is an agent. What's your real name?
Let's talk like men.
My name is Antone Montez Hayes. What is your name?
Let's talk like men.
Okay, out the way. Frenchie, what is your real name?
So why you didn't go dress on that when he did the video on you and your girlfriend?
Wait, hold on, JJ. I want you to speak with us, but you cannot monopolize the conversation. You cannot do that. All right, we let you
And
speak.
ain't
Let us
nobody
speak.
giving up
All
no
right.
names.
Okay. Oh, he's
Yo,
gone.
I'm
He's
talking
gone.
about wish your name. So y'all already over there talking about suing niggas and this. You think somebody gonna? We ain't the one out here trying to save the world, nigga. We coming for the defenders. We defending the weak and the people that look at y'all try to bully. His answer is why he can't answer what question, why he didn't sue ScamChedda for putting his paper for putting the charge out there when him and Nepal did a stream and he the one showed the world that he had a white girl. Ain't nobody know he had a white girl.
He can't sue nobody. He ain't got money. He couldn't even get no lawyer. He couldn't get himself out. How you gonna sue somebody you ain't got no money? You can't sue nobody if you ain't got no money. This ain't no car accident. This ain't no sending abandoned. This ain't no car accident. But a lawyer take the case to you is free and unless they win.
He
This
broke
ain't
his
the court system work.
He couldn't even get no lawyer or bail out.
No women, you couldn't even get out. You got an ankle monitor. They took pity on you.
Yeah, he come up here and ask the question.
Now you sit there facing 7 years looking like a fool.
He can't even ask the question, why are you not going at the person that put your information, mighty Hebrew information, brother polite information out there first? Shaka utmost information out there first. Why y'all not? Yeah, why they not questioning that guy?
I'm right here. Come face me. I'm right here.
That's the problem. You know, when you don't address the person that does something to you and you're so filled up with pain, you know, you can make the next mistake and direct your anger at the wrong person. That won't make no sense. That won't do any good. That doesn't change anything because you still got the first person that you never dealt with.
He did not get kicked right type nigga. He got something wrong with him. That was never
You cutting out.
that retarded nigga, you feel that everybody know retarded as hell, but they never got no up for him. That's who he is.
Yeah, man.
Know
like,
and we gotta blame ourselves for that.
What man come on a panel with other men with his shirt off?
You can talk to him. That shit always
yeah,
alcohol.
them niggas funny.
That's
stuff,
always
man.
alcohol. And when you constantly drunk and on
Yeah,
some
he probably
substance,
sweating this
that
morning
means
already.
Yeah, he been smoking that crack all night. That's why he be in them hotels sweating like Killer B say, he be sweating, smoking crack, talking about somebody do heroin. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. None of my niggas do no motherfucking drugs, nigga. You's a clown. You mad because we
like
getting
you
on
said,
your bitch ass, you whore.
Like you said, Chingy, last night, ScamChedda kick him off again. You feel me? Just show you this guy this morning, he jumping on here trying to disrespect instead of going at the man that treat him like shit because he have to say, like ScamChedda said, they have to serve their master. You see, that's why they will never go against the man that put all their information out there. He talking about his name is Yadi. Nigga, we been know your name because everybody done put it out there. So don't come out there with like, what's your real name? We ain't no broadcasters. We ain't on these we ain't on these biblical presentations and fighting over who is who in a stupid book that don't even know you. You never was even close to existing when this book was written. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to talk about the real issues that really affect people in reality, bro. So
he tried to debate the dude last night. That's why ScamChedda kicked him off.
If you come up here and start a conversation about what happened in New York and how much more people should have been there, or you know, like the shooting that happened in the school yesterday, like these guys don't want to talk about reality, bro. They stuck on stupid in a delusional world. Everybody could talk what they want to talk about. When it comes to physicality, they can't prove that no way, shape, or form. I don't care what they call themselves. They can't prove it if it's not in a book, if it's not some brain mindset nonsense. And I ain't taking nothing away from nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because some beliefs make people walk straight. Like this woman don't even know who she was talking about yesterday when she talked about my mother. You know what I'm saying? You got people that meet my mother for a few hours and they be calling her a saint. They don't even know. My mother been walking and talking what she preach and teach because that's what she grew up in. Never drink, smoke, party, curse, none of that. My mom don't do none of that, bro. People that barely know. If we having a conversation about the Bible, when she come, I'm telling everybody be quiet because here comes Black Jesus. That's how much she walk the message that's in the book. So all these people that on internet talking and cursing and going on, they do not follow the teachings, bro. So that's why I have certain respect for religion on a certain levels, because some people that really practice it, they don't do no wrong. They wouldn't hurt a fly. You see what I'm saying? So all
Yeah, if
these
you can
people,
clean your life up, with it,
Crazy. I
ain't
got the
nothing wrong
video
with
with JJ when he was really mad at Sonetta, calling Sonetta scammers, this and that. He saying everything we saying, but now he ain't saying it. Like, I got the video, and I'm gonna play later on with him on there when he was mad at Sonetta. He called him a scammer. He said with all them over there, Jabari was a scammer. Sonetta was letting scammers on there, but now he mad at us because that's an agent, nigga. Fuck y'all. Well, how the fuck we an
Right.
agent? You niggas don't have nothing. You niggas
Look,
broke.
that's what I'm saying. The dude that's releasing all the information on them, it never occurred to them what that's about. That don't make no sense. And look, if you never address the person that is releasing that information, what's stopping them from doing it again? Nothing. Because you
said
giving them
Chingy and Chris giving them all the information. Yeah, nigga, I watch y'all get videos, receipts, nigga. That's what y'all supposed to have on y'all side. Receipts, videos. We ain't on the internet talking like we God or talking like we trying to save the world. We ain't up here talking like one day this way and that next day this way. Y'all the ones talking one day this way, one day that way. One day y'all arguing with them. Y'all patched it up with them. Like, y'all niggas is flip-flopping.
yeah, and trying to prove who is who in a stupid book and who is the chosen one and all kind of nonsense. Nigga, we all breathe the same air. We all bleed the same. We all going to go under the ground the same. So people need to stop with this nonsense narrative to think some people is some chosen people. Like, that's anybody that's chosen is what God they chose. They chosen to that doctrine because that's what doctrine they chose. So sometimes they don't even understand. Like a lot of these Andriana say she don't know why they act this way, because a lot of these people they don't take the worst things out of the book and apply it to their life. You see? So when they do that, they praising the devil God. They praising the evil. You know, that's why Shaka be saying, you know, a lot of people would say the God in the Bible is the devil because he has so much destructive events in his book. And that's why you see the world always at war, because they always pick the worst parts of the Bible so they could pursue their wickedness and have some kind of justifiable way to say why they do it. You see?
Yeah, and it's their own interpretation they want to put on it. I mean, it's plenty of us, like me myself. I mean, this ain't, we shouldn't have, I don't want to have no conversation about religion really, but I mean, my view on religion personally, on these Abrahamic religions, is very simple. Whoever said that they was talking about one God in the first place? I mean, who said that? It's up for interpretation. You see? And so, I mean, I just don't even, I just think they don't use their own critical thinking, or maybe they don't have the capacity to really critically look at this stuff, and go through these books and take what's good, what makes sense, and remove what just does not make sense from it. And that's your own responsibility as a person. You know, if you want to progress in this world, you have to do that every day of your life, not just in that book, but in everyday life, in real life,
Right.
with all the people you deal with all the situations you deal with. You're not going to go to work and find only good people at work or nice things you like. No, you're going to have to decipher what you want to deal with, who's good for you, what direction you want to go in. Is that direction good for you? You have to pick all these things yourself, what works for you as an individual. You have to really do that. And it's you know, it's just sad that, I mean, I don't want I don't like to blame religion, but it's our cognitive skills, thinking skills. It's our own ability to critically analyze things. And it's nothing more obvious a failure here in this situation than people not being able to critically address who leaked that information about them. I mean, if you can't sit there and know that Sonetta leaked that information about you, and that's the person you need to be addressing about it. If you're angry about that, if you can't figure that out, how you going to figure anything else out?
Right. You could say it 100 times, Bennett. They're not gonna face him, bro, because they're cowards and they want to be seen. Like I told you, it's all about money and views and likes and biblical narrative, just confusion, basically.
Yeah, that's like when he came on there yesterday. He asked the dude, "Do you think Jabari is the best debater in our league?" Like, the dude ain't even worrying about that. He talking about something else. You trying to get over. That's why he keep talking about Chris, because he don't like how Chris over there doing his debates. He think he the all-time debate king in the debate. He just go around, just want to debate. Nigga, get yourself together, you little nigga. Go out here and do something real actions and do something in the real world. You on the internet trying to press on that all day and act like you somebody special. Nigga, you is an idiot. I know you was in DC. The way you talk, you can't you can't really adjust to things. I can tell that, and you frustrated. You one of them frustrated men. That's why you out here doing what you doing now. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah. This every time this is just getting so beyond the pale. I agree with everything what y'all said this morning. This is just gotten way out of hand for one person. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, got so many people feeling like they have to come and defend a grown man, which is incredible to me. I mean, even if it was my dad doing that, I wouldn't come and defend my dad because that's my dad. I mean, if wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who is doing it. Wrong is wrong. And for these people to think it's okay to come over here and just try to defend a grown man who should know better. He should know better. It speaks volumes. Again, back to Young Haru and all you guys. It speaks volumes to their character and their integrity. There is no reason anybody should feel like they have to come over here and defend another man who is more than capable, because he's showing you that he's more than capable of defending himself. Every time you go to one of his whatever, and the Shaka shows a video here, you hear him. He doesn't need you to defend him. He doesn't need you to do that. So I don't know why people keep wasting their time trying to come over here and postulate and all that other kind of stuff for what? What has that man profited you in any way, shape, form, or fashion? I don't care if you get a little check here and there from a debate. So what? What else? Where has he made an impact in your life for you to want to come over here and defend a man that, again, you guys, and I don't, like I said, I'm not watching all that stuff for y'all to say that he calls you all kinds of names and all kinds of stuff, but you want to come here and puff your chest out for what? What has that man done for you? What? Right. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what has that man done for you? And at the end of the day, you should say not a damn thing. That's what you should say. But no, you want to come over here. So, yeah, because some of the stuff, like I said, I mean, I think the last time, not this last time, the one time he went to jail, I heard Sonetta said something about him going to jail. Nobody, because somebody asked, where's JJ? We hadn't seen him in a while. Oh, you know, he got kind of caught up. It's on one of them videos out there.
Yeah, so you're right, sister. He said it. Yep,
he said it. Nobody would have known.
Yep, ain't nobody even know, and he ain't even had to say that JJ was missing for them couple of days. Your brother JJ got locked up again. That nigga tell everything. That's how you know these niggas the police.
So you know they really. I mean, I hope they stop coming over here and doing that, because it is not necessary. If you're not going to come over here and try to help with it, like you guys keep saying every day, we have problems going on in the world every day, but yet you want to come over here and defend a grown man who has done nothing for you in the big scheme of things, because you've lived your life, a whole lot of your life without him. So how is he making such an impact on you now that you want to come over here and defend him when he does not need defending? He's a grown man and he should be able to come on this platform and do it his own self. He doesn't need somebody else to do that for him. That's any of us. I don't care if your mom is doing something wrong. Hey, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. You speak against the wrong, not the person doing it. Could be, a whole nother issue, but the wrong is still the wrong, is still the wrong, is still the wrong. And we have to stop this, especially us older people. Please stop making us look bad. That's what I don't like. You're making us older people look bad.
But you can you hear me, brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to connect the Bluetooth of my car, but for strange reason it didn't work. However, see how the ScamChedda work. For those who don't know, I'm an interpreter. So the way I work, I have let's say assignments, for lack of a better word, in the morning and the afternoon. So I got the phone call from my employer telling me that the one for the afternoon was canceled. So I'm on my way home. I'm going to be chilling in my nice, comfortable chair. I'm going to use that nice, powerful computer, and I'll be able to share screen and everything like that. And it's going to take me like maybe 40 minutes to reach home, so we can continue. So I'm going to see what they were saying last time, So I don't know, JJ, if you're going to remove what was said yesterday, but Ching told me that, you guys were talking, so we're going to see what's up. We're going to respond. But
he had the clown ass nigga with Mighty Hebrew on there talking like y'all niggas tell them niggas they better keep their name out my mouth. Nigga, who the fuck is you, nigga?
Actually, I'm glad you said that, because I want to say this, man. Mighty Hebrew, man, you can come on the panel, but I know JJ, it's funny to me. A lot of times he's like comedic and stuff like that. But if you think you're gonna come on the panel cursing and all that like that, then we ain't gonna have no conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I did that yesterday with a sister because I found it amusing. You see, the brother Young Heru, he was telling me, get her out of the panel. But I remember when Young Heru told us about her behavior, and I thought, well, this actually gonna show to the people that's the behavior that he was describing. You know what I'm saying? So, Mighty Hebrew, don't think you're gonna come in here and start being on some like when I had to weigh in with Tazariak, he tried that because he doesn't really know me like that. So he tried that. Oh, that's slander. And straight away I told him, look, man, you were sweet with Wack. So don't even, you know what I'm saying? But then he was like, oh no, I wasn't sweet with Wack. But he was a way for him to try how it would be, you know what I'm saying? Because the dude he's like a bit tall, a bit big, and I see many people ScamChedda being like one of the normal dude kissing his behind like he's Suge Knight or something, you know what I'm saying? But right. I already played, how Shaka almost cursed his ass out, you know what I'm saying, straight in his face. He didn't have that same energy he had with Brother Polite. So, I don't care, Mighty Hebrew, if you've been in the street, if you did some crazy things, man, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to intimidate me, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can come, we can have a conversation, but don't come with some rah-rah stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they call us agents, but they the ones playing police game. They call us agents, but they the ones talking about the police on the internet. That's what for Mighty Hebrew. See, I Mighty Hebrew shit. ScamChedda, as when Shaka get home, gonna play the video once again. We played it 10 times. They still fucking with us.
Hold on. This I can do. It's just a sharing screen that I can. Now, Mighty Hebrew, just check this out. First, that's your boy Garfield. This is what he said about you, man. And I'm sure, and he knows about the live stream because he was in the chat threatening Garfield. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, that's your boy Garfield.
Since I've been a part of this conscious community, sexual misconduct has been condemned and vilified almost unanimously. We saw the rise and fall of Dr. York. We had Hebrew Israelite, the brother by the name of Mighty Hebrew. He was convicted, I think, twice for sexual behavior against minors. He was widely condemned by the Hebrew Israelite community, but apparently forgiven by the Israelites, because I see him all over the place right now on everybody's channel.
So that's the first time that I heard a public person state that, because I remember reading that in the comments years back, but I didn't pay too much mind. I thought to myself, if it's true, then some people are going to bring it up. Now, then I spoke to ScamChedda when he came on my platform, and this is what he said, man. Hold on, I think it's a bit further up. Hold on. There it is.
We have those guys who've been convicted for sexual misconduct. Garfield Reed spoke about this. Yourself, you spoke about Nazi. And Garfield Reed said that Hebrew camps are sheltering Nazi. So, and it's sensitive because I know he's your friend, but Mighty Hebrew, several people have said that he was convicted for sexual misconduct, that he went to jail for that.
He
So how
did.
you gonna
He did.
well, oh well, okay, well, so you'll confirm it, so
Yeah,
why they
everybody know that. He went to jail for that. Yeah.
well, I didn't know that, what I'm saying. So
But
obviously it was
Hebrews cover up for Hebrews. That's
all
what they
right.
do.
All right. So
And they go on everybody platform and none of them niggas say a damn thing. But if I talk to Polite on the phone, oh man, how the fuck? I'm never talking to Polite. Nigga, get the hell out of my chat. I talk to who I want to talk to. Innocent, like you said, is proven guilty.
Yeah, he was not convicted yet. You know what I'm saying? So Garfield Reed didn't lie then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he talked about and Garfield Reed said even twice he
Mute
thinks.
your mic,
Some people
whoever.
said that the second time is because he did not
Hold on,
Yeah, he got
somebody
violated.
mute
He
the
got
mic.
violated
You hear
the second time.
a lot of
Yeah.
noise in the background.
So what does it mean he got violated?
Well, he had a violation. I don't know why, but they came back and locked him up again on a violation charge, something like that. But all them niggas been doing that shit for a long time. Hebrews been out there molesting people and all that shit for a long time, and it's always covered up by other Hebrew Israelites. The only way we'll find out about it if we looking and searching and we see it. Oh shit, this pops up, and we catch it, and then they'll come out and say something about it because we got them.
So now, lastly, and please make sure you mute your mic if you have people talking in the background. I don't know who that is. Now here, that's when Sanetta wasn't happy with you, Mighty Hebrew. If you happen to listen to this, but if you know him, whoever want to tell him, you know what I'm saying. This is Sanetta once again, and that one is different, man. That one is more direct.
Let's not forget the mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on.
Actually, first you're gonna hear Sanetta and Onk.
How about the mighty fucking Hebrew? This nigga went to jail for rape, dog.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
And that nigga back in the community, like everything good. Hebrews quiet. What about?
You heard that? And that N-word back in the community, like everything good. So are you suing Sanetta? Man, you can sue me. I don't care, man. I really don't care. I have no problem with that. But you know damn well you ain't gonna sue anybody, man. You know what? Hey,
I'm about
I'll
to say the
applaud
same
you.
thing.
If you
Yes.
sue me, I will applaud you, man. I'll say, all right, okay, fair game. But you're gonna waste your money. But go ahead by all means. Now lastly, listen to your boy Sanetta.
Let's not forget the mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on your channel, who's on all the Hebrews channel. Don't forget the mighty Hebrew, the bald head nigga, been already incarcerated in prison for molesting a young child. He came home and they violated him again because the nigga was trying to fuck with another child.
So if you were to sue me, I would say, Your Honor, Sanetta said it.
Real
You know
talk.
what? If I wanted to do these people that go to that, I mean, actually, I should do the people that go to that panel a favor. But see, the problem is that it's like honey, when certain types get attracted to certain things, certain types of conduct, certain type, and I'm just not going to say nothing, man. But if you use your critical thinking skills and they apply even the words that they use, just move the focus, change the angle of the focus and shift it over a little bit to the left, right? And apply that same thinking, and it might make more sense. That's all I'm going to say, man, because people, you get what you work for. You get what you work for. You don't always get what you deserve. A lot of people get what they deserve too, but in reality, you really have to work to have so many problems. You have to work at it. And I just can't understand in my mind why they can't figure out where to direct their anger, their frustration.
They go figure it out. They got some cowards.
You know, they use some funny words. I ain't gonna say the word, but they use some funny words, and just look at the behavior. Just look at the behavior, you know. So I mean, you know, good luck. But I would say young people, you got to be smarter than this. Use your brain. Use your brain, because you may not want to be showing up and falling for whatever that honey is that's attracting you, because it may not even be anything like what you see. Anybody can throw up a flag. Anybody can put on a costume, but you don't know who is under that costume. You don't. This is 2023. Some people have a real job to do, and that's actually protect the community. And some people, you know, they just have the leeway, you know, to do that. So, you know, if you like bad behavior, if you like poor behavior, if you're attracted to scammers, if you're attracted to people that are doing this kind of stuff, then, you know, you just might want to think about that again. You know, you have to work for your troubles too. So, you know, yeah.
And young people, if somebody makes a whole live stream about you beating your white girlfriend when you talk that black talk, and you don't have no smoke for him, but then another brother is going to make a live stream going through his case that was made public 10 months before, and you take your shirt off and bark like you want that smoke, you're not going to look tough. You're going to look weak.
Yeah, they only want that smoke over the internet, Shaka.
No, but further than that, not only you don't have the smoke for the guy who made some whole live stream, and in the chat somebody said that ScamChedda went on the marathon for 48 hours. So probably he had 2 live streams. But I know he had at least once, because I saw the video. Now, the dude is cool with ScamChedda now. The dude violated you, and you're cool with him.
And he violated him almost every day.
Yeah, man. And you know, Sister Freedom, you have the right to believe the dude, man. But listen to what the people are saying, though. You see, young brothers and sisters, everybody listening worldwide, you don't have to follow what other people say, but it's worthwhile, it's worthy to see what people say about you. People who don't agree with you. And there's so many messages in the chat. The vast majority of the chat messages say that the behavior of Sister Freedom yesterday was just horrible. Horrible. Particularly for a grandmother. You see?
Yeah.
Now, JJ, just read the messages, man. Read what people say about you. If you only listen to the people from the Lion's Den, they are cool with you. But even on ScamChedda, man, the people are clowning you, man. ScamChedda himself is clowning you, disrespecting you. Now he gassed you up. He probably promised you more airtime and maybe some opportunity to do a presentation or debate. You know, maybe even say he can come on platform and deal with Frenchie, but I don't think he's going to do that, because if people know me, if people talk about me on this platform, then they will see what the deal is. Yeah, I ain't never said you were convicted, and you know this, man. Don't let ScamChedda gas you up, because trust me, he's using you. You know, I'm telling you, man, you will get violated, and then you're gonna be tired, and guess on which panel you're gonna come. And JJ is back. Yeah, JJ is back. All right. Okay, can we have a grown man talk now, JJ?
Hi, JJ.
Hey, look, look. Hey, get a life, bro. Get out and do something, man. You worrying
Hi,
about
JJ.
me? Bro, ScamChedda, you worrying about the wrong thing.
Hi, JJ.
What's your problem? Where's your wife at, nigga? Huh?
Hi, JJ.
Hey, well, hey, how you doing, whoever speaking? Where's your woman? Go get your kids ready for school. You don't wake up at the top of the morning talking about another man. That's some homosexual tendencies type shit.
No,
You
it's not.
suspect. Hey, you
No, it's
suspect,
not.
nigga. Get off my dick, nigga. Hey, I got a goddamn
Talking like that
platform I
is
run,
suspect.
nigga. The fuck
Coming
wrong
back,
with
man. You
you?
don't want to have a
The fuck?
conversation, Shaka. Like talking like that
Now,
is
JJ,
suspect.
check this out.
Taking
Hold on,
off
hold
your
on, hold
shirt.
on, hold on, hold on. JJ, you see that's the problem. That and you know, well, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. I understand you mad at me. I got the point. I got the picture. I got the message. You know, you can curse all you want. It ain't gonna make a difference. I ain't gonna change my stance. Now you talk about my wife. You didn't see her yesterday when I live streamed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Who's the person that put some food in my mouth? Who's the person that you can go and try to see what she looks like? You ain't gonna really get a to see her face, but you know she's been with me, you know, on some live stream. So she comes and whispers something to my ear. You know what I'm saying? So that's for your first question. That second one, and you're deflecting though, because I was gonna ask you about the charges. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't have that smoke for child molesters. This would be strange, but you talk about waking up my daughter in the morning to prepare her for school. Do you think children go to school in the evening time? You try to make it sound like I'm bothering my daughter, like getting up, waking her up early. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm live streaming or something. That's just ridiculous, now.
He don't
Then
know
you
what
talk
time
about
it is over there. It's been past morning for
oh
you.
yeah, maybe okay, yeah, maybe he doesn't understand. He doesn't really think that there's a time difference. So yeah, he might. But he used the term morning. You know, he used the term morning. But maybe he thought it was very early hours. Maybe that's why.
It's
Because
his
indeed,
morning.
when it is 6 a.m. here, then it's midnight in America. So when it's like 7 and I say I have to go prepare my daughter, it's 1 a.m. So that's answer to your question. We don't live on the same continent, JJ. So I prepare my school when it's time for her to go to school. All right. So you can try to call the social services in France. They're going to tell you take your alcoholic behind out of here and worry about stop beating women.
Yo,
So
Shaka.
let me see if he's still there. Hold on. Because JJ, oh, he's gone. He's gone. Now, JJ, when I was talking about all those child molesters, he was there. He didn't have a problem. I ain't never called him a child molester. I ain't said he molest. Man, actually, you know the funny thing is that I was gonna play the video, which once again is online, has been uploaded by the brother Killer B, the Witch Finder. Oh, hold on, I should not miss my. Okay, almost miss my. He's not letting me go. That guy's not letting me go. Okay. I was more interested in all the other stuff, you know, the all the other charges and stuff like that. But anyway, then I decided, you know, because he came on like, you know, try to flex or something like that, you know. But JJ, you look ridiculous because you challenged me to show the charge, and I did just that, and you felt some kind of way. You know what, JJ? Because we can't have a normal conversation. When I be live streaming later on, I ain't gonna put you on the panel no more. Now during this live stream, I don't mind putting you back on the panel every now and then. You said, you know, don't you have a life? Who's the one who keeps coming and leaving and coming and leaving? And I'm not even kicking you out the stream. I'm just removing you from the panel because you don't even let people a chance to speak. Do you think that I'm so silly that I'm gonna let you curse us all the way out and we never answer? Even when we're not having a even when there was no bad blood, you are known for coming in and trying to monopolize the conversation. Now, if we look at any other group of people on the planet Earth, even when they disagree, they can still have a normal conversation. And you know, there's a lot of people you talk with them, and in the conscious community, and they say, okay, oh, just one woman, you know, I won't belong, you know, and they keep talking, and then eventually, when you try to get a piece in, then they say, oh, you cutting me off. So sadly, with the conscious community, you need, when it's a debate or discussion with opposite views, most of the time on those channels, you need to have equal time. Because at the end of the day, what happens is that one person is speaking like 80 to 70% of the time, and the other person speaks like 30% to 40% of the time or something like that. And then people feel like because the other guy spoke more or the longest, then he was prevalent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have a grandmother who talked about some paperwork. She talked about some paperwork saying that he was falsely accused. We have some paperwork. We've shown it. And ultimately, she said it just yesterday when I asked her, how do you know
She said, I believe, he told me. And she's a grandmother, man. I mean, if God forbid she has a family member, a niece or a daughter or granddaughter that come to her and say, one guy molested me or one guy raped me. If the guy say I didn't do it, will you say, well, I believe him? Will you tell that to your niece or your daughter or your granddaughter? Will you tell her, oh, he said he didn't do it, so I believe it? You know what I'm saying? So why does it apply for that guy, but it will not apply if it's your children? I mean, she already said that she will let the dude around her daughter, man.
Yeah,
Even the guy who called in to play devil's advocate for the mighty Hebrew. When I asked him, would you let him around your daughter? First he was like, oh, he's too grown for her, blah, blah, blah. And I pressed him on that question. Ultimately, he said, no, he wouldn't. So why are you defending the guy that you wouldn't even let around your daughter, man? But that's my question. JJ, you can type in the chat. The chat is open to everybody. Would you let mighty Hebrew around your daughter, JJ? You have some grandchildren. I don't know if you have any granddaughter. Would you let mighty Hebrew around your granddaughter, JJ? Why you don't criticize the child molesters and the rapists? The people who touch on babies, rape babies, molest babies, you don't take off your shirt and cuss them out. And it's good for people to say that because Ching Ching indeed reminded me. The guy said that we are agents. So for 19 years, I've been doing this, and all of a sudden, I talk about a subject that the bitch ass Sanetta doesn't want to talk about. And now I'm an agent all of a sudden after 19 years. Don't you realize how bad you sound?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some people may have been interested in joining the Hebrew Israelites. But when they see JJ and the mighty Hebrew, do you think they're going to join you guys?
Look,
oh man,
Shaka,
keep going, brothers.
Shaka, 19 years. How many people's information, personal information, have you revealed to the world on the internet?
Not much.
Only what's on record.
I address public stuff. Now on the friend side, that was different. You know what I'm saying? That was different.
Okay.
Because there's that dude, and the dude was like 40.
But they applaud you on the French stuff. Now that don't count because they applaud you when you do that.
Yeah, they don't care about the French
when
stuff.
You address the French stuff. But any of these guys, any of them, you never all this information.
No. Everything I talk about was public. It was public record. But I just want to say what I'm at it. The guy was like 47, 48. He thought that I went to Haiti because the mother of my son thought that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was asking news for my son, she wouldn't reply. She was playing with my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I told her I'm tired of this. You're not gonna hear from me for a while. But because I knew that I had written to the court so they can do the custody thing, to set the custody. Because unfortunately in France, if you don't see a judge, like let's say you have a child, you're not married, and you separate. If I take the child and I don't let the mother see the child, she's gonna go to the police. And I've seen that. I've seen a woman one of the time when I went there because she didn't let me have my son for the weekend. The policeman asked the woman. She was a Berber descent, Muslim woman, veil and all that. Do you have a judgment? Like, do you have a court ruling? She said no. The police officer said we can't do anything. She started getting agitated. He said, hold on. We're gonna take your statement, but if there's no judgment, we can't do anything. So when there was no judgment, she would not let me see my son. Even when there was the judgment, she would not let me see him. But anyway, so that dude thought that I went to Haiti. So he went and filmed my parents' house because when I was separated from the mother of my son, I'm gonna move back at my parents. And he was acting like he was looking for me, filming himself in front of the house, filming the letterbox, even filming his phone when he's calling me, so revealing my phone number for everybody to see. And I wasn't available. I let him know, hey, next time make an appointment. When he realized I was there, he went to the police and filed a complaint against me. I had never seen a complaint in my life before. I didn't even know how it was called. You know what I'm saying? Because in French, she doesn't say like complaint. There's some other terms, So, one thing I say, because he told me about his dad, and ask him, what did you see your dad do, and how old was your cousin? So I was nice. I didn't go all the way. And of course, he didn't respond. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry to have been long-winded, but that dude filmed my parents' house, called me all kind of names, and trying to make me look like I was scared of the dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one of the, when I said there's some guys I want to put hands on site, that's one of them. That's one of them. But anyway, man. Anyway.
Yeah, Shaka. All I wanted to say, all I was trying to say is this. They could throw those words out there that way, trying to call you an agent. But the problem is that if the people that are releasing their information, they're standing right next to that. I mean, it just don't make any sense. What do they think? I can't. I'm sorry, but they just don't make no sense. I mean, they don't make sense. They're missing the mark. A person that releases your personal information without your consent first, you need to be questioning them. That is who you need to question. They're not questioning the person that did that time and time and time and time and time again. What is that? I don't know. What is that? So you got to remove the word agent just completely out your mouth, because
they could say what they want, Bennett. Like, they just trying to change the narrative, take personal shots when we just speaking about issues that's out in the public, and it's relative to children being molested or raped. So if you fall in that category and it's all for the public, we have the right to talk about it just like anybody else. Like your best friend Saneda that dog you out every day. So before you go talk to anybody, go pick a fight with him. And all that rah-rah, we know they ain't about that life. They rather have confusion about biblical narratives, So when you hear these guys talking on the internet and talking about agents, if anybody's the agents, is them. They the one infiltrating the black community, having them pick this side, that side, up, down, left, right, where to go, and then everybody fight against each other, and we don't get nowhere. That's all it is, And like I said, a lot of these religions, they take the worst out of it, so they won't have no accountability for their actions. And that's all that is. This is your actions. This is y'all doing. Nobody didn't put these accusations on y'all. It's on record. You know what I mean? Your own people letting us know what happening. So, like, you just making yourself look ignorant. Like I said, I want to see how many people going to talk about the match yesterday, today. How many people going to talk about the shooting? No, they're going to go right back and talk about celebrities and which one in which drama, who pregnant, who this, who that. These people are just ignorant, bro. They picked it and they get it.
Go ahead. Yeah. Now, that story I told you about, the guy was 47, 48, man. I was in my 30s, early 30s, I couldn't even believe the behavior of the dude. And the reason I knew about the complaint is that because he filmed himself, this time at home, not in front of my parents' house, that he had filmed and that he put out, on YouTube. And he goes, yeah, what is this? Huh? What is this? He showed the complaint. So first, he has a smoke, like he's looking for me, thinking that I was out of the country to impress those Pan-African ladies, I almost used the profanity. And then next thing, he's at home showing, hey, look at this, like you're gonna be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So now the mighty Hebrew talking about he wants to sue, but I need to hear it for myself. This is, but that's gonna be soon. I'm gonna be home soon. He'll be the witch finder general wrote, mighty Hebrew said Israelites need to put hits on people, man. But when Garfield Reed talked about, oh, he's in here threatening me, when Garfield made that whole live stream dealing with the charges of mighty Hebrew. At one point, Garfield Reed said, well, you want to do guns? We can do guns. Wasn't Garfield quoting the mighty Hebrew? And somebody else in the chat or in the comment, but I think it was in the chat, and maybe was it you, White Funk, that the mighty Hebrew was talking about, acts of violence committed against people who criticize his crew or his Hebrews like him, something like that. So man, I don't know, maybe he's used to threatening people either for a physical thing or legal thing, man. But some of our people, they hear words like the sister sent me a cease and desist on the email. It wasn't even written by a lawyer, it was written by herself. And I was like, man, until then I didn't even say it was email, I just kept saying message, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, okay, maybe, who knows, she might really go the legal route. And, it's best for me not to say that, I actually got it by that way. I just thought, we never know. But she wrote it herself. It wasn't even made by a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you, brothers and sisters, in America, do you just send a letter to somebody and it says cease and desist? You don't have to go to a legal clerk or something like that?
No, it's all scare tactics, Shaka.
Exactly, scare tactics.
Yeah.
So
they
some of
don't
our
have
people,
no other reason. They don't have no other result.
Yeah, and the things that he might even tell people I sued him. He might even say there's an upcoming case coming up. All of this to try to deflect from the fact that he was convicted. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's going to come up because he can hear I get down. I deal with the facts.
Hey, Shaka.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now watch this. You see JJ on here, and this how these niggas be lying. He be on the internet. He was talking about early in the morning, like he talking about us. He was on here talking about ScamChedda, talking about him and her and him and the Paul, how they was this and they was that. He was jealous, and he gets on here and listen to the type of women he say he don't like, but look who he got a charge for. Put it on the big screen for a minute.
I can't right now, but I'll be home in like in about 5 minutes, and then just to set me up.
I got it right here.
Yeah. But
red balls, like what I'm saying. See, some people just like chocolate. See, when I was single, I like chocolate, caramel. Well, caramel, chocolate. I ain't like no vanilla. Caramel, chocolate. What's the other one? Shit. Caramel, chocolate.
You don't like vanilla, but you went to jail for vanilla. You see how these dudes is? These dudes is hypocrite.
That's hypocrisy, yeah.
That's all they do is get on here and lie.
And I'm glad you said that because the other dude who, when I was in my early 30s, he was in his 40s. I would say early 40s, but he's like 10 years older than me. That's the same dude who told us about the pedophile professor because he comes from his own country. Then he had the nerve to go publicly and say, well, challenge him when he talks about pedophilia. I bet you will see he has nothing. Just like ScamChedda say, oh, you cannot prove. Guess what I did? I showed when we were in the museum, and his sister, not like blood sister, but the sister who's part of his own organization, she said he's a pedophile, talking about the guy. She said the guy's name. We don't really hear it well on the tape. But anyway, that other dude, those are the two dudes who've been rolling with me and they betrayed me. And, if I see them, I think it's going to be on site, Now, yeah, hold on.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Vibene. He's been posting pictures of black women on Facebook nearly every day, sometimes several times a day. And I've shown that to the people as well. The guy was living with a white woman. The hypocrisy. So, people don't have to go and say, well, I like, chocolate, dark chocolate, light chocolate, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not dealing with black women, just don't say anything and live your life. But, that's faking the funk. That's fronting. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Bennett.
Yeah, that is faking the funk because it's just like, who's telling you who you could be? Well, you tell yourself who you be. You don't have to justify anything about yourself. You're supposed to do you and know exactly why you're doing you and being content with what you do. And the moment you're not content, then you stop. You don't owe anybody else that explanation. But here's the thing: as far as that, see whatever they want, I don't even want to give it the credit of being what you called it. There's even a process for that. I mean, so you get one from a lawyer. Okay, you get one from, you read it and you say, okay, does this make any sense? And if it don't make any sense, then guess what? They got to submit it to a court. Then there's a second round of decision making. No court is good. The first thing that's got to happen is you have to commit an offense. either a civil offense or a criminal offense. And if it does, only a judge can decide that, and they're even still going to give you opportunity to make whatever adjustments or do anything. So it just doesn't make any sense. This is YouTube. You first have to state what the offense is in your letter. What is the offense? How can you do something? How can you do something? How can you cease and desist on something you don't know what to cease and desist on exactly?
Yeah,
and I'm glad you said that, Vibene, because Mighty Hebrew may claim he's going to do that for defamation. How is it defamation when you read the court summary? JJ may want to say defamation as well. How is it defamation when I read the case? When I ask him, is that the case? He did not say it's not the case. Now, the sister freedom lady, I don't even know what she's gonna like what, slander, defamation, when she came on the panel saying he did this. I mean, he said this, he said he was falsely accused, you know what I'm saying? So it's so humoristic, but some of our people are so gullible, they hear words like that, they're scared. Some of them, in their lives, they did some things, so they don't want to have to deal with the court and stuff like that. I dealt with the court when those so-called gangsters and those people filed complaint against me. My baby mother also did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And mainly for my son. I went to court several times. I don't like it. Plus, as a male, you get disrespected when it's like the family issue, the custody issue, you know what I'm saying? But some of our people, they hear big words like that, defamation, cease and desist, I'm going to sue him, and they just care hearing those words, man, you know what I'm saying? But our people have been fighting in many ways. Can you imagine those people when it's like the civil rights movement? Oh, no, I don't get in trouble. Not my business. I just go to work. And I ain't even talking about the time of slavery. The Maroons were a minority. You see, the slavery was going on. The people who wanted liberation, they were a minority. So once again, Layla Wilson movement, I applaud it. It is brave. It is courageous. And New York looks real bad. Like Ghostface Killer said at one point when people are not really buying his album, he said, New York is soft, man. He said, in LA, like, people get shot like in New York and stuff like that. And I think the Schonberg situation, maybe it was about the same time period. But in LA, we see what happened with Rodney King. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I ain't trying to pit no cities against another one. But it's not just the average person's living in New York. It's the so-called conscious community. I heard somebody say that the sister lives in New York as well. I'm like, man, even if they don't want to go, they could have at least passed the information on. And one thing also to the sister, I'm not really addressing her like that directly, but the sister said, and you all heard it, she talked about her brother. She said, my brother was accused of something. But when I asked her about it, you heard how she lied? Because first she was like, oh, which one? And I said, the one that was accused of something. And the sister just lied. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, who's there? Oh, it's Killer B. But anyway, I parked my car, so I'm going to go up. It's going to take me just a few minutes, and so we're going to get it on. So feel free to add on. Right. If nobody wants to add on, I can flow.
I think we're just waiting for you to get where you are. But
Man.
Yeah, go ahead, Killer B. Go ahead. Feel free.
The people really don't realize how dangerous some of these people are. Like Mighty Hebrew. I got him on audio saying that we should be like the mafia and be able to handle business on people. Like literally put hits on people. And that's what these groups look at. The Zulu Nation. People are afraid to talk. Khalil Amani did a video the other day where he said Star Terrain told him take that article down on African Bambaataa because the Zulu Nation said if you don't take it down, they're gonna see you. Meaning do something. These are street gangs that these people, the hell with Zulu Nation, the hell with African Bambaataa, the hell with Mighty Hebrew, and all these cults.
Yeah, and plus, Star ain't worried about none of that. You know, start letting. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he ain't worried about it. I heard him talking about he had a situation with I forgot if it was Jimmy Henchman, but he said he went to see the dude to speak with him. He said he had two Glocks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that because that's what he said live on air. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Star doesn't seem like somebody who's worried or scared about the street stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Killer B, do you have that audio?
I think he fell out. He fell out.
He fell out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about
But
to
again,
jump off too in a minute. I'll be back if you're still on later, Safra. I gotta get my daughter ready and everything.
Yeah,
But,
I understand.
I'm
I'm
about to
definitely going to
listen
be
to-
on. I'm going to make another live stream. You know, I'm going to think of the title, but probably it's going to be "So Mighty Hebrew Going to Sue Me?" Question mark.
Or
yeah,
you could say potential lawsuit and then quotes ScamChedda says.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
You know, and then you can just go through all of what he said, you know, because the thing that they're talking about, again, it just points back to him. It's like, why, if you want to get gangs, why don't you get the gang on him, on the person who released it? If you want to get gang, I mean, where does it make sense? It does. It's just, and again, I really think, you know, I really feel sad for anybody that misdirects their anger, because it's not going to benefit you. It doesn't benefit, and that's the goal. That's the goal that you want. You want to make actions that benefit you. Misplaced anger, it's not going to do it. You know, and like it really, especially when you know, don't have an issue with the person who committed the act that you're angry about.
Exactly.
So it just doesn't make any sense. And I would say, you know, nobody, no matter who it is, I would never wish someone to harm somebody else or harm themselves due to misdirected anger. It's just not worth it. It's pointless. It's just really you know, so just think about it. If you're listening, it's pointless. You're not, I don't know. I don't want to say you're not going to get anywhere, because it almost, I would think that you might have an immediate reaction and think that you know, you might want to force getting somewhere, but really just think about what it means, misdirected anger. If you don't address the person that committed these things, and if you don't address the source of your troubles, the actual source, how can it benefit you?
Yeah, you got to be careful with Bennett, because if you tell him he's not going to get anywhere, then he's going to sue you for stress. He's going to say, "Judge, he said I ain't going to amount to nothing."
Yeah, but it's a true statement, though. I mean, you know, people are just putting their energy where it doesn't need to be. I mean, there's a whole lot of other things that your energy can be put into outside of you coming and defending somebody who does not need to be defended. It's just crazy. I mean, so what are they going to do when stuff comes up? They're going to say, you know, I didn't do that. God told me to do that. You know, that defense ain't going to work, right? You might get some insanity plea or something like that, but that, I mean, you know, how many Bible verses are they going to use to justify their behavior? There is none. There is none. I mean, they're.
Sister, there are Bible verses that justify their behavior. JMS
Well,
told us about it.
but they can't use it in the court of law. Is what I'm saying. God's not going to come down.
Yeah, true.
You know, where's God going to be at?
Doesn't work.
Yeah, he's not going to come down and say, you know, this is my child. You better not touch them. That's not going to happen.
What Bible verse says?
But they have their own court. They don't deal with the white man law. They deal with their own court.
Where's the Bible verse that says, "Don't be mad at the person that put your court record out on the internet to the public, but be mad at the person who heard it"? Like, where's the Bible quote? I mean,
if, on either side of the coin, you know, I mean, if they're talking about putting hits on people, I thought their Bible said, "Thou shalt not kill." I mean, what? If you go to the other side, it says, "Doing to you, you know, doing to others as you would have them doing to you." So then you want somebody. I mean, that's what's being done to them. You know, what's being done to these people are the same thing that they get back over there. You know, you just can't have it both ways. You know, at some point you have to look at yourself in the mirror and realize that there are changes that have to take place, and only you can do that. All this you know, coming back and forth and trying to get on Shaka about, you know, the stuff he's just, the videos he's just replaying. I mean, I don't know how you can be upset about that. There's nothing that and all the times I've been on here and listening and just watching, I haven't heard you say anything of to anybody that's been something that you hadn't shown that has already been said. I haven't seen anything. So I'm just kind of, you know, it's just amazing to me. If you don't want it repeated, then don't go out there and put it out there. I mean, every time we come on here, we're going to be held accountable for the words we speak here too. You know, we're not going to just go out there and accuse people and falsely accuse people of doing a thing. I mean, it's not going to serve us no purpose. And it could.
People. They draw people into this thing, you know, and it's like when you start threatening people and things like that, you know, it's a lot of times it can draw people into thinking that they have to respond to this kind of stuff. But actually, you don't really, because number one, it doesn't make any sense. But number two, it's completely misdirected. So it just is like, why would you pull yourself into responding to a threat with a threat, or responding to a threat of violence with another threat of violence, when it doesn't make any sense in the first place? It's everybody can see it. It's like you have to address Sa Neter. That's who you have to address. You if you don't start there, no one else is nothing else can be done. Nothing else can be done. You know,
and they just don't need to be here defending another grown person. This is ridiculous. I mean, like I said, I haven't heard any of those who are coming on here try to take up for the children. They know our children are being harmed, but you want to come here and defend somebody who is more than capable of defending himself. And I just don't see how is that profitable for you, the person who's doing that. What are you getting by coming over here defending somebody who is capable of defending himself? What are you getting out of that? Okay, because it doesn't look good. I mean, just the appearance alone is not good. So what are you getting out of coming here and actually kind of making a fool of yourself? Because that person over there is not gonna, like, you know, they can turn on you in a minute. So why would you want to come out here and defend somebody? And you guys keep saying that he keeps calling, you know, the one guy all out of name, but yet he's coming over here. I'm like, okay, how is that benefiting you? Where is somebody put in the chat about them going out there seeking validation? Validating what? What is he validating for these people? What validation are they getting? What, you like being called to be? That's the validation you want? I mean, it's like, when is enough where you just have to know yourself, to your own self be true, then allow somebody to keep calling you out of your name and you say nothing about that, but you want to come over here and do all this beating on your chest, like, you know, it just makes no sense to me. So I don't understand. I don't understand why they keep doing that. It's not necessary. You know, it's just not necessary.
It's desperation. It's scare tactic and desperation. They are desperate. So I heard, and I think the Killer Be the Witch Finder may confirm that there was a lady that was raped, and I think he was a minor, but a lady, a female, was raped, and they made the girl marry the dude. They basically forced the girl to marry her rapist, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
I mean,
who made?
Well, those Hebrew guys. You know what I'm saying?
Which ones?
Oh, well, the Killer Be, like I said, Killer Be the Witch Finder.
Okay.
We'll be able to confirm, but I think it was on his one of his live stream that I heard that story. But you know what? I got that thing ready here. Look at the title here. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Nah, oh no, I have to go there to the title. Hold on. Oh no, I can do it here. There it is. Lawsuit. Sa Neter said this about the mighty Hebrew. So everybody that's available, feel free to join me there. I'm actually about to start the stream, and I will start right away. with Sanetta talking about the Mighty Hebrew. So it's a nice introduction. So
all right,
let
Andrea.
them know.
See
Let
you,
them
catch
know.
you later.
Okay.
Let them know. I'm gonna start the stream before I finish this one. So boom, boom. There it is. It has started. So feel free to join me over there.
Okay.
Peace. All right.